All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you. I will be bringing the members stream next week, which is the Making Jamaica Great Again. This week, all right? And how to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the way. All right, yes. So we have a jam pack one today to chop up. Obviously, we never did our player rating. We have to cover that. Then we have to ask, can Jamaica come back? Obviously, we heard Damian Lowe's statement and what we need to do to come back in this game. So with that said, we are going to start detailing what took place. That's the only way we're going to truly know what's needed to be done. All right, so hope all of you guys are well. We saw a few persons in, so let me bless them up from very early. All right, so let me work with it. All right, we saw AD in the house. Hello JD, let's hope they bounce back, but they need to beat Canada by 2-0. All right, yes, that is accurate, by 2-0. Then we have our brother Pagan in the building, massive respect. All right, and we have float management, massive respect as well. Very disappointing yesterday. That's what float management said. All right, so let me move on into the detailing and stuff. But before we jump into it, the call-in is open, so you can call in and give your take as to what you saw from the game. Yes, I'm going to put the number so you can call in as well. Give me a little minute so I can share it so people would know that I am actually live. Okay? Yes, because I want to make sure I time it to maximum 2 hours because I never had any time to do it on a different day. So this was only the only time I do have. So hopefully you guys do understand. All right? Yes, so this is how the game worked. We're going to go through all of the players' them stats, explain to you what they did and stuff, so you can get to look at it different. Because a lot of people would just say something for saying something sake. So persons will be Bailey for the misses. You want to see what Bailey did aside from the misses as well. That's a good thing that I heard. Nigel came in and asked me what have Bailey done aside from that to know if you can subtract from the misses. Obviously people will be talking about the misses, but what he did otherwise to contribute to the team and what you can tweak to get the result, because that's why when I do talk and I talk about continuation, that is exactly what I meant. Continuation simple means you have to do something that can push you for the next game, because it's not one game, so you have to look at the things and what you want to work on. So oh, yeah, because the argument came up the night before because people said to me that they only wanted to win games. They don't care about how they do play. And I said that does not sound real sustainable. Because if you don't learn anything from winning a game, or are you going to continue that streak of just winning games? It does not work. It doesn't matter how hard you try it, it does not work. All right? Yes. 1 second, guys, let me just share it to these 3 places so people know that I am back and out and running. All right, please you do click the like button as well, because that will help me in sending out the information to YouTube. All right, so that's how people know. So once you come on the streams, makes no sense you be here and you're in the like button. It's like irrelevant, you know. Yeah, to be honest, very honest to you guys. All right, 80, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Shock Pow, big boss, big up yourself, massive respect. All right, drop the link when you're ready. Bad bro, I don't have a link, you know. I have my calling. You know my thing already. And I only have the discard. So this doesn't have any link. This is just a straight my softwares that I've used. So once I go on these things, it's just flat out the software, and it can't transform into anything else. So that's why I always have the phone line, and also the what you call it, and also the discard connected to it. Yeah. So sorry about that, big boss. But the discard, I think you're already in the discard. You can just come in. You just let me know and I will open the phone call. All right. Then we have Cleon. Martin said, we can cuss the coach all we want, but if Bailey just scored just one, the game might have gone different. Well, you could say that. But for me, based on the pattern of the play, I think what we are very good at, we are very good at isolating everything as a people. And I think you have to watch it. From the first second of the game, there is no point in this game that Jamaica actually stopped Canada from doing what they wanted to do. Like in the entire game. So I'm talking even when we got our chances, Canada was still pulling off chances as well. So to say that if Bailey scored one, it might would have gone different. Okay. But we weren't defending well from the first kick of the ball. So if he had scored, we would have defended well. That's what you're trying to say? Because it looks like you're only focusing on one side of the conversation, and that's where the problem lies. All right. So I would like to hear answer there, JD. It is a mammoth task that is unachievable. We just need to regroup, and the coach must be brave. All right. So the approach is to be brave. Okay, fair enough. Let me put the link right here so people can get it. And that's why, guys, and that's why I've always tried my best to tell you exactly how the game is going on throughout the game. And I don't lie to people. I tell you exactly what's going on throughout the game. So you could follow that pattern. I know when you're in the Jamaica space, it's like they don't want to hear the truth. You should not tell the truth. And I'm saying, even before the goal score, I said the only team look like they're gonna score is actually Canada. The only way we can score is off set piece. I know, ironic, we only scored off a set piece. Obviously, we created the chances. Them off of Ethan Pinnock puts the ball over the top. Michail Antonio puts the ball over the top. And then off of a set piece, the corner and the back stick for Leon Bailey. So we have to look at that. We have to look at that, guys. AD Football said, I think Jamaica needs to start playing a progressive type of football. It feels the play is too direct to the goal instead of building up momentum. 100% you're correct, AD Football. 100% you're correct right there. Is it true that Bailey was playing injured in the match? If you're playing, you could be injured. You could be carrying a niggle, but once you're fit to play, you're playing. So the problem is, as what I've said to you, let me put this the best way. The problem is our culture. We're always looking for something to blame. We don't try to live in reality. It's very straight, guys. And that is our problem. Our approach, we build up these guys and we break them. I saw a time when the guy was crying on the field. We break them. They can't. Our culture is 0 or 100. So once he gets something bad in a game, he cannot recover in the same game. And obviously, besides the culture, you have an individual that grew him. That's exactly how his team played as well. We said that in the Manning Cup the other day. So I don't think the injury has nothing to do with it. I don't think the neglect has nothing to do with it, because you have to pass tests to play in football. You have to pass tests to play in football. So I don't think the injury has nothing to do with it. It's not. No. You miss the chances, you're in control. You understand me? And the sad thing, Shakpo, they have to make it about them. Alright? Yes. It is sad, man. It is very sad. Just continue playing. go back and let me see have the balls to go back and try hard, because if we don't have Michail Antonio, we will still need Leon Bailey just the same. So guys, you have to be tougher, man. You have to be tougher, and it all comes down to who grow these kids. You get me? Let them know that you're not the best until you achieve the best, man. You understand me? You don't start from the best and then can't move from where you are. You get me? And then once things don't go well, you start dropping down. You start, guys. Bailey was dropping down as soon as he started to miss the chances. Them. It was like that at all times. So I don't think it had nothing to do with injury, people. I'm not gonna give him a pass right there. I'm very sorry. All right. Big up, Kevin. How you doing, man? Hope all is well. All right. JD, do your thing. Do you think we can win in Canada? We're gonna move to that. But remember, I've asked it in the title. I thought you would have come in and tell me, or we could have won it. But you are asking me about the question, and I have to do my show and then get to the question. All right? Yes, and then I will answer it. All right? Yes. Big up yourself, John Powell. All right? Yeah, man. So that's why when I'm here talking about certain things, you guys like to beat me up. But I'm telling you, if you just listen to what I've said, I can tell you, because the same things happened to me, and I had to use that to change it. And these are the things that's needed. I am not looking at nothing to blame of injury or nothing. Bruh, you are running, you get into the position. You get me? Yes. So you miss them, you miss them. Let me move on from there. Let me open the discard, because it looked like people wanted to come in the discard. Big Bad um Eddie Guna wanted to come in the discard, so let me get the discard open for you. All right, damn. Okay, the discard is still full with people. Wow. Damn. Guys, take your time, smash the like button, share and subscribe. I have the number right there, and I don't like to open the discard and also running the phone number, and that is my biggest problem. That is the discard, guys. All right. TEDx said, JD, good Sunday evening. Yeah, man, big up yourself, man. We are here chopping it up. The discard is there, so people can come in the discard. Big up yourself. James Smith said, yes, Jamaica was terrible. Worst team in the world. Canada should have scored 10. James, you're an asshole, bro. You're an asshole. You're just an asshole human being. And I think this is just the end for you right now, brother. It's just the end for you. You're just an asshole, brother. You type of people like you, they are the exact person why Jamaica can't be better. So I'm not going to even entertain it today. That is just the end of you on this channel. You're kind of getting on my nerves. I don't think you're worth it, bro. Straight up, you're a waste of time. Yeah, man. You can't think. You're not rational. You can't reason. You have no ability. You get me? Yes. So I can't, man. I can't deal with you, bro. It makes no sense, man. Straight up. I mean, I know people said I'm disrespectful, but come on, man. I'm tired of some of them people. You can't have a conversation. Even when you have the facts in front of you, this brother coming in with him stupid behavior every single time. It's not going to work tonight for me. So don't waste my time, bro. And I prefer you don't come back, because I'm going to block you. Straight up. Richard Stewart said, big up JD. I'm not one to call for the coach to be fired, but Al Grimson isn't the coach to bring us to the next level. Paula looked like the one, but Mr. Speed and his ego. I am not sure if this is Mr. Speed, so I'm not going to blame him, but I would agree with you with everything what you said right there as to what happened. I thought that Paula had a better, more attractive system playing. Whether it would have took a little time. Well, this is still taking a little time. The difference is he got teams that he could beat in that time, and he defeated them. So it gives you more leeway. Paula never really get the teams them instant for him to beat those teams. You understand me? Yes, and that is something in how we keep coaches as well. So I think, but you know what? Maybe a lot of persons never wanted Paula. Straight up. Big up DNA, massive respect, man. Yeah, but bro, me tired for hear them foolishness, brother. Straight up, you know. Big up, the man that coming at chat, man. Yeah, man. I know people tell me I should not talk to some of them people, so but I can't bother, bro. I'm when I'm here to write down my thing, yeah, man. I'm here analyzing my thing and doing my thing. I don't want to hear a man come tell me foolishness. And this brother, he does it more than once. So enough is enough. He just go about in business, man. JD, is if Bailey scored those 3 goals, the game would have been finished as contest. I still don't believe so. I still don't believe so. I still don't believe so, Ian, and that is just my belief. That is just my belief. I still don't believe so because simply you keep on saying if Bailey scored all of those 3 goals, but remember Canada had to miss their 2 big chance, one of their big chance and also an next chance in between all of those 3 chances. So Jamaica never had 3 chances back to back. And that is something that you never calculated as well, because everyone keep on saying if we did score this and if we did do that and if we did do that. If you watch the game, you realize that the chances them never come back to back. It never happened. You understand me? It never happened. And that's what me I say. No man, no man. It's okay, Winston. It's okay, man. I just a brother there. I just did want to make sure me just move out of the way because that's a theme problem. Once him come here, I TikTok at at the same TikTok account, you know, same thing him do from day one, and me after this make him know say enough is enough, straight up. Kiro, please mute your mic if you're not speaking. All right. JD, this Canadian team is beatable, but the Jamaica boys need to play to their full potential. Hard running and high pressing. The team that played against Guatemala was doing much better. All right, fair enough. That's what I want to hear. Hard running, high pressing. No changes for you, Aubrey? No changes for you? Let me know. Um, if you have a problem, RS production, I don't know what happened to you. I've never said anything to you, but if you don't like what we are producing here, I don't know. You know, I've just said what I said to a person in the chat. So if it's your account that, and I've said and it hurt your feeling that, well, it is what it is. You know. JD, you cook your dinner. Yeah, man, we do everything already, man. We do everything. I did even a stream today on Nigeria, early on, and I had this to do. Yeah, man. I'm gonna block him. I'm gonna block him. Yeah, I'm gonna block him. Enough is enough, man. I have no time to waste with these people, you know. Um, cause I don't know which part of the stream I come out here saying negative. I think you guys need to learn words, man. If you come and try to be disrespectful, at least have some sense. Yeah, man. I think maybe life would be better for you, cause that's the reason why you're there. You're argue with somebody, with them you're on them platform. Just leave, man. Make no sense, bro. If we beat Canada 1-0, don't qualify this time, would you consider it a plus? No, man, it has to be the performance. No, man, RS, I never you me attack and at all. I just, the comment I just remove him because me don't want it damage the show, lead down the line and then miscommunication go on in a chat. So, yeah, man. Um, I want to see performances, and that is what I've always said to you. That is what I've always said to you guys. I want to see performances because you know what? If you know to do something. So, for instance, I've always used a lot of conversation. I said, I don't want to win. Listen to me good because it might sound away when I said, I don't want to win the 3 million. I want you to show me how to do get the 3 million. It's completely different. It is completely different. So that is what I'm trying to say. We are getting wins, but we are getting wins not playing in a style that would say we would have considered to be a top tier team. You understand me? And that is the big difference. So when we come up against the top tier teams, when we lose the ball in midfield, it tends to turn out into something of we giving up a big chance every single time. And it's just very, very easy for them to walk through, and it's empty. Look, for instance, we go over the top on them, and you still saw that it took a extra work for even though the over the top is one single ball here, we still had to do extra work to get it over the top. They are coming through the middle where we should have at least two bodies, and then they had two persons running without nobody challenging them in several instances. So what Aubrey said is the best thing. You understand me? And obviously with the smaller teams, then we could have gotten away with those things. And that is the reason why when we talked about Guatemala, Grenada, 80, we saw the same problem. Our games are going to be more competitive. Our games are going to be more competitive at all times because we can't control the ball. And not because we're passing it at the back means that we're controlling the ball. We have to control the ball in all of the thirds to control the ball. You have to have the ability to do so to control the ball. And definitely we can't control the middle in no game. It doesn't matter who we're playing, we can't control the middle. And that is one of our biggest problems. That is one of our biggest problems. All right? JD, maybe Paula's skin color had something to do with the coach. Oh my God, really? Wow, that would be surprising. That would be surprising if people think like that. You know, I never looked at it that way at all. I never looked at it that way at all. But I would be surprised if that's the case because we're a black country. We're a black country. We're a black country. We're a black country. So there's no way it should be because Paula is black why we can't get the job. Please expand on that a little bit more. Even if we don't qualify Tuesday, we can still qualify in March. Yes, we can still qualify in March, but how much times we're gonna keep on saying that we can still do this and we can still do that? Remember the aim, when the coach talked, he said it's a top 4. All right, it's a top 4 we are trying to achieve. Is a top 4 we're trying to achieve. That was the aim at all times. We're trying to make a statement. You understand me? So wouldn't that mean he failed in his objective? Because that's what he said out of his own mouth, So I understand what you're saying here, which is fair. But wouldn't that say he failed in his objective? Yes, that would have been yes. So we can still have the discussion right there. Grimmy insists of leaving the middle open with only 2 players and one is not even midfielder. All right, Parish Council is here, said we should leave all these comments till after Tuesday. Canada was also poor Saturday and they might be poor come Tuesday. Leon can still take us through. Okay, wow. All right. Parish Council. So you said Parish Council. You say Canada was poor. Let me start get into the detail in them. Because you say Canada was poor, and we keep on making a bunch of excuses. Because everything we put up, we have an excuse for say Jamaica is still great. You understand me? That's what we're always doing. That's our projection every time we come on these streams. You get me? And that's why you go down a delusional path every single time. All right. So Canada was poor. All right. So let me move on. In this game, we had around 5 key passes in the game. 5 key passes, I think. If it's over 5, it's around 7 key passes max we had in the game. Max 7 key passes max in the game. All right, 7 key passes max. And who I saw made those key passes, because it's best me explain it this way. The first half was the midfield got overrun, So Kone and Ustakio pushed up on our midfield, so we couldn't touch the ball on our midfield side, right? So because Alphonso Davies cuts in to make the three, we got outrun every single time, and then you have Buchanan comes in to make the three, so it's 3 against 2 every single time. So our defense two deep line had to back off. I'm trying to show you why you saw that, they had to back off because remember you always want space, so they drop deeper and deeper closer to the center backs them, and that's the reason why. But when they drop deeper, you still add the forwards, the Kyle Larry and them behind them. So they got trapped in a five there, and they couldn't get the ball. Hence why Ethan Pinnock had to go over the top, and you couldn't see the midfielders then because they got outnumbered and then barred back on their own third, and that's where the problem started. All right, so when people saying that Ethan Pinnock passing a billion ball, that's the reason why Ethan Pinnock had to do it, because the midfield line got isolated. So that's the only option, and the majority of the sides every single time Bernard had the ball, he gives it back to Ethan Pinnock. Everyone give it back to Ethan Pinnock, and by no surprise, he would have been the one being the quarterback passing the balls, and he was the one at the most key passes in the game. All right, yes. So that's why we saw that problem. Obviously, that is a coaching problem, not a player problem, because they got outnumbered. And on top of it, they had the better two midfielders, because Ustakio is one of the best midfielders in CONCACAF, and Kone is on the level, if not better than both of them as well. So you put up two of the better midfielders them against two and plus one switching side, depending on the umbrella. So that I can't blame the players them for that. That has to be a coaching problem right there. That has nothing to do with the players. Now it has something to do with players them, but not as big as what we want to find excuse for. You get me? And you have to credit Ethan Pinnock them, and also, as what Cranky said, you have to credit Damian Lowe them as well. So when they were kicking away the balls in his system, we have to credit Damian Lowe them as well, because maybe it was the same thing and we weren't looking at those closing down. You understand me? So we have to credit Damian Lowe them for kicking away the ball a lot of times. So Parish Council, when you said they play poor, it's hard for me to say they play poor right there. When they did that to us, I don't think they played poor. They had a deficiency in the game, which is just go over the top. Aside from that, Jamaica did nothing to Canada. Aside from that, Jamaica did nothing in the 90 minutes to Canada. It was Canada breaking down Jamaica the whole game. Aside from putting it over the top, Jamaica did nothing to Canada. So if you said that they are poor, Parish Council, what you would have classed we as, because we had not brought them down at no point. We don't pass through them one time in the game. Not one time in the game. We go over the top. We go over the top. We never pass through them at no point in the game. So Parish Council, because I've watched the game 3 times, I want you to tell me which second of the game you saw we pass from the back to play through Canada's midfield that turned out to be a creative entry. I want you to tell me that. In the entire 90 minutes, I want you to tell me where we got one creative entry that we passed from our back line, come straight through. I would want you to show me that, because I've watched it 3 times. I never came in. I never came in because I wanted to watch it 3-4 times so I could have come and combat you. Because I know you guys are going to come with no foolishness. So I want you to tell me in the whole night. So if it's goal alone your class as winning games and playing good, that tells me that's why our team can't go anywhere, because we are trying to develop as a team, not just trying to win games to move on and buy time. Buy time for what? You have to be a consistent threat. You want to be the top 4. Top 4, you have to can shut down somebody. You have to can shut down somebody. You have to can shut down somebody. If Harry Vibes, if Bailey converted his chances, Jamaica defeat Canada. I am going to say it. If Bailey converted his chances, I still don't believe that Jamaica would have won the game. I am saying that here. Because I still believe that Canada would have created their chances as the same. Even if it ended 3-3, it would have ended 3-3. I am very sorry, people, but only look at football one way. You get me? One way, and that's why the coach can come and fool and tell you about madness. But I don't look at football too simple, bro. I'm very sorry. But even if Bailey convert every single one of them chances, and because if you talk about even if Bailey convert him chance, you have to talk about the other chances where the man them have to. And so we never win nothing, regardless. Because if you convert 3 and you give up 16, the last time I can count, 16 is more than 3. The last time I can count, not care what kind of metric you gonna come and tell me, only can't erase what I saw, and I know you guys saw it as well. But you know, just lie for hype up on yourself. And then when reality comes, you know, still start put down the guys them. When all you need to do is just start the truth from day one and stop putting it over the top. Just start the truth from day one and everything will be fine. But if you keep on lying to yourself, we are going to have these stubborn conversation. All if we score the whole damn 4 goals, we never win the game. Because if you count your 4 goals and we Bailey if it finish, you have to count for them chances them when them not score either. Which was 1,000,000,000 times more than ours. So don't lie to yourself, people. I am not that fool, you know. I am not that fool. I'm not going to believe, you know. Yeah, but if that's why I said if they are gonna talk about the if, they have to talk about the other guys them. And it was not we alone playing on that field, as what I've said. So let we talk the truth, man. Come on, man. JD, can we see that maybe the coach realized that we poor in midfield and that's why he play long ball? I know I wanted somebody to ask me. That's a beautiful question, Leon. You know why I don't believe that? You know why I don't believe that? In the second half, when Johnson decided that he's going to drop back and try get the ball and try play in midfield to link up play, we look different. So I just believe that Johnson struggled to figure it out because he was playing with Latibodir. And it comes like it's just one alone in midfield right there. I think that was a problem. So he decided that here I am going to be one going for the ball and then try to link up with somebody else aside from him because Latibodir are all over the place, to be honest. You know he's my player, but I have to tell you that he never really played to the level of linking up with Johnson. And Johnson did more defensive work than Latibodir as well. You understand me? In the first half as well. Because he was tracking back, he was not so instrumental on the linking up side in the first half, but he was still instrumental on the actual defensive side, the defensive covers. I thought that in both halves, Johnson was better than Latibodir. He was better than him defensive in the first half, and he was better than him defensive and attacking in the second half. If we don't qualify Tuesday, it is not the end of the world. All right, so Cygnus. Yeah, but we're not talking about that, you know. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the situation that I know. So that's all I'm asking, you know. So if you don't want to answer that, you don't. I don't. If we, all right, let's move on. Yeah. Lati caused the problem right there. I don't like long ball playing team except if you have elite strikers and defenders. But we have elite strikers and we have elite defenders. So maybe that's why we decided we're going to do that. So with your take right there, 80 football, it could have worked because I think Ethan Pinnock is an elite defender. I think Michail Antonio is an elite striker. You understand me? So maybe it could have worked, you know? Yeah, I wanted to go through the way again, guys. I wanted to go through the ratings. All right, I wanted to go through the ratings. It's 2 days now. I'm trying to do the ratings and can't do the ratings because people keep on trying to find something to fight about. You get me? All right, so we are on 12 likes. No, hold on. Let me click my video to make sure how much likes we are on. All right, we are on 60 likes, so let me get up the likes on the video. Get it up to 100, 150 with the time that we're going to try and do. All right, so goalkeeper, Blake. Let me bring up Blake's stats on the screen, guys. Blake, he had 90 minutes played, 5 saves, 1 punch, 3 saves from inside the box, 47 touches, 28 of 34, which is 84% on his passing, which is good. A lot of people always cuss him for his passing. He attempted 10 long balls. He connected 4 of the 10 long balls. That is not bad. He was way worse than that. So that is good for me. All right. And sometimes your long balls could be good. Your long balls could be good, you know, but maybe Michail Antonio was off at that time, and Shamar is not as elite as Michail Antonio of picking up those balls to register it. All right, 1 clearance on the day. So and he has one of the highest score on the pitch, 7.4. Andre Blake gets. How much you would have given Andre Blake, guys? How much you would have given Andre Blake? Oh my God, people giving him 6. Yes, that's exactly what I've said. He dropped back. Marcelo said 6. Wow, okay. No, man, I think 6 is a little bit too low. I think you guys have to give him higher than that. Remember, you know, guys, remember, he claimed, you know, he claimed a few claims, well, you know. All right, maybe those were not going to register as saves, you know. And he made saves, you know. He made a save for Jonathan David, strike one from around 20 yards or so. He made that save. Kyle Lauren, strike one. He had to go down low to make that save as well. And as you could see, he made 3 more saves in the game and made around 4 claims. So like cutting cross that would not register as saves, he made those as well. Which were some tricky crossing. If he never made those stops, it would have been worse. So I think we're not giving him his credit. I would give him 7.5. I would give him 7.5. I would give him 1.01 of what added to what he had. So 7.5 I will give Blake. I think he turned out to be one of the best players on our team on the day. Wow, I can't believe people 6. Okay, I just all right, so 6 Marcella gave him. All right. Hold on. 8.5 Kevin Facey says, show up as he said, JD, you start talk about long balls again. Oh my God. It's stated long balls on the screen. Oh Lord God. All right, 6 for the 5 saves. Could not stop. Oh my God. So hold on, the man make 5 save and he might get 6. Jesus God, yo. I gave him 7.5, you know. I'm giving, I don't business with Cranky says 7.5 may I give him. 7.5 may I give him. I think he commands his backs much better than the last time. Alright, Cranky I got cuss. But Cranky, you don't know how much I'm gonna give the other people. I'm giving him 7.5. Brian Burt, big up yourself, thanks for being here. JD, in the 60s, George Penna came to coach. JAE says you got to have a strong middle in football. I know. All right. So no clean sheet. All right. So well, you see if it. All right. Yeah. All right. 6. Yeah. I want to hear Cranky them numbers because they're always going to act like I am being too generous. All right. It's okay. I am going to be brutally honest, JD. 2 goals past him. Him can't get a 8. But I never gave him a 8. I said 7.5. I said 7.5. You see it? So all you guys were just cussing me when I'm telling you that Jamaica never play much football in a game. And then all of a sudden now, you want fight fight me when time I give somebody 7.5. Wow. Cause you just try support say Jamaica play good, Parish constant and man, and then now no one give them the score for it equates that you play good. So how can you get bad scores but yet still play good? I don't understand these things. Oh Lord. JD, being honest to people about their lovers, mothers, kids, or country, if it's not positive, will always put you in trouble. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. He was supposed to make those saves. Okay, okay, all right. 7.5, 6.5, 7, 7, 7. All right. Uh, 7.3. All right, so all right, so let me move let me move from there. All right. Next player, yeah, we are moving to the next player. It's like you guys just want to beat up the players them. Yeah, man, hit the like button as you come in. Massive respect, pops. All right. JD, knowing that our midfield is not better than Canada, and you are instructing them the team to play long, would you use weight in the next game since he's better at passing? But well, he's better at passing, but we can't blame Blake. Blake never did much bad today in his passing. He passed the ball good. So I guess with you guys saying that he's a revolutionary keeper and I can't pick weight over him, I think you have to play him because he never did anything pretty much wrong. All right, so let me move on to the next player. But hold on there. Jamaica. When me again, man. Eddie. Oh, you send me for open the thing. I'm gonna see you coming. What kind of joking thing you do, man? All right. When I'm open these stuff, I'm soft for them go down and draw my energy to my computer, brother. All right. So let me close this damn thing. All right. So let me quit the discard. All right. So, anyways, let me continue. Let me continue to the other players. Them. All right. Greg Lee. Let me hear what people has to say about Greg Lee now. Greg Lee. I finished my Sunday dinner. Okay, continue finishing it. All right. Jamal Wait is a better keeper. I'm not going to have that and a conversation here. I am not going to have it, because you're going to set me up for people to beat me for no reason. Shined, you're spot on today. I can't complain. Okay, Mr. Sports Corner. Hope all is well. Greg Lee, let me give you his stats. Then I can give you my take on the player. All right. All right, so let me pull that one up. All right, so let me pull up Greg Lee so we can get his stats so you could see it. All right, so 90 minutes played, 4 clearances, 1 block shot, 1 interception, 1 tackle, 1 dribble pass. Obviously, the dribble pass led to the actual goal right there. All right, yes, ground duels, 1 of 4 completed, aerial duels, 2 of 3 completed, last possession 12 times, in some dangerous areas, are led to some dangerous things. I was fouled once, he had 50 touches, he was definitely involved in the game. 74% passing accuracy, which is 25 of 34. Crosses, tried 2, completed 1 of the 2, that is good. Long balls, completed 1 out of the 7 right there. All right, Greg Lee, I thought he was one of the only players I could say you know that he's going to bring the energy. And if others could have matched his energy, maybe his game would have translated a little bit better. But his one-on-one duels them, because he was isolated, sometimes the pressure coming back, he just couldn't cope with it. At one point I saw the Jamaican backline holding up and I'm saying yes. But the constant pressure coming back, I can't even beat them man so much. I have to be honest, I can't even beat them so much. At one point I thought that they're going to not concede. But because in like 4 minutes I saw them coming back. Canada's coming back. I'm saying we don't have the midfield, man. No care how good them man is. Somebody have to score because really and truly we can't hold the water in the midfield. You understand me? So I am going to have to give him a 6 for hard effort. A 6 for hard effort. You get me? A 6 for hard effort. Just hard effort, period. Alright, Cranky gave him Singh gave him a 3.5. Cranky gave him a 6. Wow. 6 for Greg Lee Gart. Omar Fowling, big up yourself. Marcelo, 5.5. Alright. DNA 7. Corey. Alright. Danny Boy said him just read. Big up yourself, Danny Boy, alright? JD, just give the 2 wing back them 6.5. No, but people voting, so we can't disrespect people voting. 6.86. Alright. Lee was culpable for the first goal, but was pretty good otherwise. Boy, you have to be honest, the first time you're agreeing with me, okay, oh Lord God. It's so much first you guys agreeing with me, and look how long I'm on YouTube. The disrespect with some of these guys, you see, man. JD, the first goal was criminal defending by Greg Lee and Ethan, so disappointed. I look at the bounce a few times and I don't know if they were confused who should have gone first or whatever the situation is, but there is no way Kyle Lauren should make that Cruyff turn. You understand me? That should have never happened on planet Earth. So I am agreeing with you. 6 for the big bad Greg Lee. Greg Lee brings energy though. Something that Jamaica always asks for. He brings energy. He runs. You know? How we're going, that even though we are blamed, because what we do is we always look at end result when a goal is scored and don't look at where it started from, where the error starts from. But I am not picking up for Gregley and Pinnock. They should have done well because remember the guy got to turn his body. So yes, they are at fault. But remember, we just talked about the constant pushing back. They just maybe never set good on the last play. So they are not set. And I told you that once a defense is not set, they are not at the same level as what they would have been in a set 4. You understand me? And that's why Canada got them out right there. And that is not down to them only. It's a collective error from the forward midfield as well. Mainly the midfield and themselves. That's what I would say. But 6 I would give them. Ricky Dunks says pressure bus pipe. Yeah, I agree. No way JD can't make a man wheel. No, I'm just explaining something to you of the pressure bursting pipe. Alright, Fabian Full says he blamed Bailey 100%. No, you can't blame Bailey 100%. I think everyone upstairs doing the pressing should have done better. And in midfield, they should have done better as well. Greg Lee just anticipate the player to go wide and it cost them. Alright, so that's all Fabian Full looked at it. Alright, fair enough. Alright, so let me move on to Ethan Pinnock now. Ethan Pinnock, 90 minutes played, 1 clearance, 4 block shot, 1 tackle, and his duel 1 of 2, 3 of 3 aerial duels. Okay, well, we never miss none. 17 times possession lost. Alright, remember that has to do with the long balls that played out. Alright, it has to do with that as well. Alright, let me try and get this thing. Hello, hello.
Yeah, JD, what's up?
I am here trying to do my ratings. I've opened the Discord and you don't come in the Discord. And then you call on the phone. Why you behave so bad?
What is it?
No, because I opened the Discord.
What is it? I'm in the Discord?
Yeah, because the Discord, it worked better. And others come in.
As I said, Okay then. I was finish up my dinner now.
Okay, you didn't, boy.
So
I tell you live big life, you know, boy. Yeah, they are stadium, go like you're a celebrity, and they are eat big dinner before show start, and people have to wait on you, boy. I tell you, all right. So the link is there, big boss. When you're ready, you can come in, all right?
all right, cool.
Yeah, man. All right, so hold on. Let me catch the peanut them. All right, let me check the peanut. Brian Burke says 6.5 for Pinnock. Oh Lord God, yo, six for Pinnock, six for Pinnock. Um, y- yo, wicked, you know? Wow, one of them says six for Pinnock. Yo, Pinnock create the most chances of the game. He stopped one of the goals them from Shore scoring. Then he cleared the next one from shore scoring as well. Lay saved one, and Lembikisa saved one from Shore scoring. Those are four chances, you know. And he had a 7.5, and the thing here, and everyone give him 6. And remember, he was the one that made the goal for Bailey, you know. He was the one that made the goal for Bailey as well. Two of the chances, he was the one that made two of the chances. So he had two big chances. Yes, he had two key. He had the most key passes in the game. But you know, people, you don't realize it was Pinnock actually at the midfielder and the defender. He was the one creating in the game. Okay, we lost. Okay, all right. You know. All right, it's okay. All right. We saw Jason going in the discard. So go ahead, Jason, on what you have to say on this matter. Let me put this in. Yes. Yeah, man, tell them. Hold on, it's not working or something? Um, yes, man, I'm hearing you. Hold on, let me see, man. I'm hearing you, man. Okay, hold on. I'm hearing you. Go ahead. We can't hear him? All right, 1 second. Give me a second. Let me get it in. It's my fault. No, continue, man. Continue. I will fix that. I will fix that.
That gave Bailey a big chance, the first one. So I think overall I would say a 7. I think a 7 is fair. Still did well defensively, but had a few situations where I thought he could have done better. So I can't give him much higher than a 7. So yeah, I think a 7 is pretty fair. 7 to 7.5.
All right. So Eddie Guna, get involved. Cranky a bonfire. Cranky a beat everybody.
Yeah,
If it's down to Cranky pick 11 new players and a new coach. Go ahead.
yeah, man. Evening.
Even bossy.
Um, big up, Jesse Gona. But I think why it seemed a little bit too generous, you know. I
Mm?
don't think we played a good game, and I'm hearing a lot of 7s and 7.5 and 8. I don't know. But I will give him Latiba there now. I'll give him a 5.5 for me.
No,
He
Wait,
but
how we reach that there?
Oh, you doing Latiba there? Oh,
no,
you
we
did
just
Pinnock.
just Pinnock. Yes, just Pinnock.
The
May I
man
drop the
break
gun.
down, the man break down Pinnock and then say Latibody here get fat.
No, man. Oh, Pinnock get a 6.5 for me.
6.5.
6.5. He was our best defender on the day. And as Gona said, a lot of important clearances that could have led to goals. Blocks as well. So it's just that one mistake for the first goal, brought down his score for me. But 6.5.
All right. So Blake, you gave your Blake, you gave the other ratings and stuff. So we went through Greg Lee. We're going to Deshawn Bernard now. Deshawn Bernard. I don't have to read out the stats them. Just we'll just go off what you guys think of the players them. Because
All right, so
Deshawn Bernard stats a one tackle and one time dribble pass, and obviously he had duels and stuff. So, but go ahead, give your take on it, and then Eddie goes.
yeah, so Deshawn Bernard, I think when the game is in front of Deshawn Bernard, is very good, right? I think where Deshawn struggles sometimes is when the ball is wide, he tends to ball watch a little bit too much. I think David gave him a masterclass in movement, especially for the first goal, because he thought he was running near post and he tried to stop that angle, and he actually, when he moved to block the near post, he then spun off him and went back post. So I've seen that happen a few times with Deshawn in the back line. So I think that's one thing he needs to work on. But I think in possession, as always, pretty neat and tidy. Didn't really lose the ball too much. But I'll say he was a little bit not as good as Pinnock. So if I give Pinnock a 7, I would say for Deshawn, I'll give him a 6.5.
Okay. Eddie, how you going? 6. Cranky gave him a 5, and Marcella gave him a 4.5.
5.5 for me.
5.5.
5.5.
All right, 5.5.
Mind you, he tends to look good when the defense is set. But when it comes to the transition player, he's a little bit lost.
All right.
That's the only problem for me.
I would agree in this.
Starting the pressure.
Go ahead. No, man, we are agreeing with you. We are agreeing with you, yeah.
Yeah, man. And remember, he's still young, he's still learning the game, and to be thrown into big games like this will always be difficult for him. So he was a little bit invisible, I guess, but wasn't really impactful for me.
All right, fair enough. All right, so everyone give him 6 from 4.5 to 6.5. But I think majority of the persons them give him below 6. To be honest. All right, fair enough. Let me move on to Dexter Lembikisa. Dexter Lembikisa, wow. Dexter Lembikisa was a weird one. At one instant, I saw the man literally dropped and gave away a big chance for Canada to just tap in the ball in the back of the net.
That's the one Greg Lee got the save on, right? That same play.
Yeah. No, I was trying to explain it. Explain what I saw still. Yeah. But I think that's something like that. I think that's how it end up. What I was trying to say, because I said it was ridiculous, because at one instant he made an error that led to a goal chance, and I think that should have been a goal that never scored, which we have to give it back to Greg Lee. But right after that, he was the one come and save Greg Lee over the next side to clear it off the line. So if we can beat him for give up that chance, we have to credit him to save one off the line right after in around 2 minutes between. So go back and look at that, guys. All right. So it's I don't know how to rate him, but I will let you guys do your thing.
Yeah. So Dexter, as you say, it was an up and down game for him. I thought that in moments he looked brilliant, and in other moments, he showed his immaturity at this level. But one thing you have to say for him, he's somebody that leaves his all on the pitch. You can't say he don't give everything. But at the end of the day, we need the quality to go with that. So, I think he's had better games, and he's actually had worse games for us. But I think I have to give him. I can't give him no more than about a 6, to be honest. Maybe even a 5.5.
All right. Cranky says Bernard did the same. At least Lembe start fell because of poor footing. Jesus God, Cranky does a cuss. All right. So go ahead, Eddie. Because Cranky does a cuss in the chat here.
Yeah, man. I agree with Cranky on that, and I put it down to the pitch at that first.
Okay. So at the pitch, okay.
I put it down to the pitch, honestly, because he was trying his best to stay on his feet. I don't think
Yeah,
it was.
he was just turning direction, and the field kind of
Yeah,
gave up under his feet. Yeah, so come on.
right.
So,
So I would
so,
I can't really
so
kill him for
we have
that.
we have to rate the pitch at the end of the day, because the coaches say the pitch look better than before. So if you rate the
Yeah,
pitch as well in it too.
Well, obviously, it was better than Friday night.
No,
It was better than Friday night.
and Bailey, you remember Bailey dig out the ground as well too, You get me?
yes,
So
that was a big one. Yeah.
and the
Wow.
corner dig out the ground as well too, So and my boy there, but Stevie Vittoria dig out the ground as well too.
So basically, every player dig out the ground.
No, a four. We can't say every because we had 20 odd people on the field, but a four of them on them, which that is a lot on a one day when man a drop down and a dig out the ground. You understand me? So it was very bad, people. All right. Yeah. So how much you give Dexter Big Boss?
All right, just a little bit below Pinnock, so 5.9 for me.
5.9.
Remember, I know we were expecting Alfonso to tear them apart. We didn't see that. So for whatever reason, he wasn't really under much attack.
Alfonso was playing very narrow energy. Eddie, you have to remember
Eddie, you know, sir, Alfonso Davis create
true.
Eddie, I him create almost all I try and say, you know. But him come inside to make up the three.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you who stop him, but that's later on.
Yeah, but nobody never stop him. Him create the most chances on the field.
Really?
Yes, him create the most chances on the field. Yes. So you think that somebody stop him? Oh Lord God.
You never said. All right, me not gonna jump no gun.
I must feel him attack again.
All right. Eddie says somebody stop Alfonso Davis on field. Boy, I don't know Eddie at all, but still. Let me move on. I can't give everybody them credit, but boy, I never know. I see him just do him want to do, and I run past 1 and 2 and 3 people. A few times him get stopped, that's true. But every time. We're going to pull up him stats too when we're done. So let me move into midfield now. Ah, God. Latty body here. Eddie Guna. Let me start with Eddie Guna first, because him come in and say Latty body here want to talk about. Go ahead, Eddie.
Big baller Latty. All right. How much may they give him? 5.5?
I know you never gave him none. We are waiting on you now.
All right. Him can get a 4.5.
4.5.
And you can't really kill him because he's being asked to play in a position, in a role that he's not really used to. And at this level, he will get found out. But he wants some tackles. I want you to bring up his stats to see how many tackles won. I believe he got some tackles in.
No, him try, but a lot of them tackles they miss. A lot. See, exactly. One tackle him having in the game. One. A lot of them miss, but him have 2 clearance, 1 block shot, and 2 interception. So he was busy, but he tried around 4 tackles and missed all of them. Because he immediately tried to say, I'll stop Alfonso Davis, but him never tried. Him tried a few times. Every time Alfonso Davis skip past him. You get me? But him win, he intercept 2 of them, going to Alfonso Davis, so that is good. But him never, the tackles them never live up to the billing, Big Boss.
I guess the business kind of tricked me. But him still get a 4.5 still. Is what him do with the ball when him get the ball. And it's basically sideways or back way. So 4.5. Target getting higher than that, really.
4.5. All right. 4. All right. So yeah, man. Everybody give him a 4. Cranky. Marcelo gave him a 2. Omar gave him a 2. All right. So Latty definitely getting the worst ratings. Go ahead, GS. Now, how you look at this?
Yeah, so Latty body, everybody know my feelings about the player. I don't think he's a midfielder. I don't think he offers us much there. Even when he first started, he was at least screening the back line, getting into a lot of duels. I remember the first game he played, it's like he would tackle everybody. But yesterday's game, I believe he only entered like 3 duels, which for me, if you're playing center midfield in a 2, I don't see how that's even possible. That means you have to be hiding or walking for some of the game. So I think it was a poor performance from him. I must say, and I will have to mark him pretty hard and say a 4.
All right, so go straight back to Daniel Johnson. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I say one last thing about?
Yeah, man. Yeah, Mister. Go ahead, bossy. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, he's trying, It's not like he's hiding, I don't believe. Jace, I don't believe he's hiding, but him can't catch up to the midfielder.
Yeah, me just
He's
think the
trying to put in
me
the
just think
tackle.
the Canadian is just
He does
faster.
not reach.
Yes, he
Yeah,
does
he does
never
not
reach them.
reach.
And when him
Yeah, I
do,
think.
we have to give him credit because him intercept balls. Him intercept more ball and tackles. He might try tackle, as well Eddie say, but him don't reach the ball. But him
Well,
intercept balls too.
I think at times, like his starting position is too far up the pitch. So like he's the one pressing the person receiving the ball from the centre backs, and he can't make up that ground. If they beat that first press, he's always behind the play. And then
So
my issue with him is when he gets behind the play, I don't see
so
him doing enough to get back.
so who
Like he don't look
instructed?
like.
But who instructing him to do so? Because you can't just beat the player when you're telling us that he's doing too much
Well,
work.
Well, the coach isn't immune to the ratings, He'll get a rating at his time. But at the end of the day, I have to rate the players for where they're playing. And if the coach is telling him to do that and he ain't doing it well, I can't give him better marks because the coach is wrong to put him there. I have to just grade what he was trying to do.
Okay. All right. So we are gonna go over to Daniel Johnson. Now, guys, let me pull up Daniel Johnson. So let me pull up Latibod here and Daniel Johnson, so you could get to see. So Daniel Johnson, 81% passing, 39 of 48 on the day. He had 1 assist, 1 key pass. Obviously, Peter and Pinnock had the most key passes. All right. So, and he puts in shifts. Daniel Johnson had 2 interceptions, 2 tackles, but he had 2 times dribble pass. And on one of those dribble pass, he was the one that recovered early on to touch the ball that made that Jonathan David not getting it to the corner to score on Blake. You remember that first ball, the first chance? Are you guys remember that chance? Maybe Eddie was at the stadium, so Eddie wouldn't see who touched the ball. But Daniel Johnson tracked back, and we were giving him his credit several times. He tracked back and got involved. So I like what I saw from him still. So I think he was maybe one of the best players. If you don't give Ethan Pinnock, I think he would have been the next best player, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with that assessment. I thought this was probably the most I've ever seen him do defensive work in a match for Jamaica. I believe he entered into the most duels out of all the midfielders, and he did a pretty good job with his skill set that he has of screening the back line when he could. But I think the one thing that I will say with Daniel is at times when we win the ball, he just wants to make sure we retain it, which is great because not many of our players do. But I thought at times we had the chance to counter attack and he just kind of dallied and took an extra touch when he didn't need to, and maybe reset again when it actually called for him to turn and play a diagonal pass. So that's the one thing I'll knock him for. But he did create the
But
goal.
in this game, you saw that path for we to build through midfield, because we never really build through midfield the entire game.
No, I'm not talking when he receives from the defense and we're building like the slow build up. I'm talking like the few times when we were able to actually turn them over. He decided when we won the ball to not play a pass that was seeking or searching and decided to go back. There were about 3 or 4 plays that I saw and I remember where he could have gone forward and he decided to turn it back. And I'm just saying that's okay when we're building and there's nothing forward. Yeah, go back. Don't just lose the ball. But in those instances, he could have gone forward, even driving himself, and he just chose not to. So that's the one thing I'll knock him down for. But I still think he had a great game, and I'll say he got a 7.5 for me.
All right. So let me hear what Eddie inside the stadium, what he saw from this player.
Yeah, man. A good performance by DJ. I think he outperformed his fellow midfielder, Lati, in midfield. That's the type of numbers we'd want both our midfielders to have. Especially DJ, we see him doing the dirty work, winning tackles and so. We're not seeing that from Lati. But quick thinking for that goal, for the free kick, setting up Bowser. So that was a very smart and intelligent play by DJ there. I share the same thing that Guna is saying in terms of him slowing down the ball game, especially in transition. He's very safe. I think at times he's been too safe with the ball, which is good at times. But when we need to build up play, he's very, very safe, sideway, backway. And there was this one specific time, I don't know if you guys remember, in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
The game opened up for him. It was at the top of the box. The game opened up. Defenders drop back. And Daniel Johnson, instead of just turn and walk into the box, him play back the ball. So stuff like that, very annoying. But you have to give him credit for the assist, so I give him a 7. Seven for me.
Okay. Everyone kind of outlined that. Pagan says what position, but Daniel Johnson, his natural position is cam. So he's more of a number 10 more than anything else. I have not said we can't be Canada. I've not said anything like that. I've not said that one time in this video.
JD, do you think that one of them played like more up the pitch than the other yesterday? Like, or you thought they were like kind of staying at the same level?
They should be staying the same place. That's the instruction. But Lati Bodier was playing higher than him, which make no logical sense. Because Lati Bodier is a centre back.
Confirm if my eyes were seeing correctly.
No, your eyes were not seen incorrect at all. It was very clear. But remember, we just talked about that, saying that maybe it's an instruction. He's trying to break up the press. Because remember, once I saw him started Latibadir over John Russell Anderson, I am saying their intention was to try and see if he could have gotten close to Eustáquio before the play start. But he just couldn't get to Eustáquio because Eustáquio is okay dropping as a centre back.
That's what was killing us when Kone
so he keeps on running up. Yes, he keeps on trying to follow Eustáquio and then leave one in midfield. Yes,
exactly. So we're going from 2 to 1.
Yes, so that's exactly what happened in the game. So I think they are listening, and I think the coach was trying to stop Eustáquio because they clearly knew who was the person to stop. But saying it and doing it was a complete different thing. I think they should have just waited till him come into a certain area so you protect your defense first. Yeah. But it's a chess game, and we lost that chess game. That's what we realize. So that's something that we have to improve on in the next round. All right, so Jesus God, we're going up at the front now. All right, so let me start with Bobby Reid. Bobby Reid, guys. Bobby Reid. Or you look at Bobby Reid's game.
I think Bobby Reid game was probably a victim of our lack of a build-up play because Bobby, I don't think he feeds off of those long balls as well as some of our other attackers might. So I think anytime we get overly reliant on the long ball, it kind of play against what Bobby Reid is going to do well because he wants to link up the play with his forward and move. So for that reason, I don't think he showed us much offensively like we would like. But I think he put in a shift in every other department very well. I thought, even more so than Latiba there, he was like making tackles in the midfield and stuff like that. And I think he did okay. Like I said, for the lack of attacking output, I'll probably give him like a 6.8, close to a 7, but I wouldn't give him over that because I just feel like we need a little bit more from him. But I think the system played a big part in his lack of productivity offensively as well.
Okay, everybody I give him get high 7.1 on the screen, but everybody I give him a 5 and a 4 and a 2. So, guys, let me take all of it. Okay, go ahead.
More than any other player in the team, I feel like Bobby Reid is marked the hardest. I don't know what reason for that is, but I've noticed that Bobby Reid he has to score a worldie to get over a 7.
Yeah,
that's the only, and it's kind of sad because I think he's one of our most consistent players, to be honest.
All right. So them hold themselves consecutive, because me sip on the screen, Bobby Reid have a 7.1, So that means his productivity was superior to our next man, So me want to see how them are gonna work and spin them story now. So people, please get the like up to 150. Yeah, go ahead, Eddie, because me are telling them people are wicked, man, beat Bobby.
No, man. The Alfonso stop at that, You remember when they play when 1-on-1 with Alfonso? You forget?
Me know that,
the Alfonso stop at that.
The one stop him.
What you mean? And when I
So
interview, hold
so
on,
that so that
hold on. No, man, no, me have more. But when I interviewed Dexter, I asked him how important was it to have Bobby in front of him. He said Bobby helped him out with all the time. So when it's time to double up on Alfonso or come back and put in a tackle, and he had 3 tackles.
But
So and he created a big chance.
but Eddie,
Created a big chance. He had
but
a shot
Eddie,
on goal
but
on
Eddie,
target.
but Eddie. I never the first him at the second time him get the job there, you know. Remember say him do it under Paula and Tapa, you know.
Yes.
Remember?
yeah,
Him and Only Fisher they do it, you know.
I give him a 7. I give him a 7. I think he
yeah,
had a
in front
wonderful
of Only
game.
Fisher.
Yeah man, him do it
And
with
then,
the Only
and then the
Fisher
next
already.
thing, you know. Right. And then the next thing, you know, is leadership. When I was pitch side, you know, the first half mostly, me hear him a shout after Trevante. Tell Trevante what to make the runs and something. So his leadership as well, and he was one of the persons pushing in the first half. When we were on top for that small spell, he was the one, you know, pushing on the team, winning the tackles and, you know, bringing the momentum in the first half, early in the first half, you know, before Antonio went down. So I give him a 7, one of our best players.
All right. Go ahead. Oh, Jason gave his take already, so we can move on to the other guys. And for me, I think Bobby he was fighting and the leader, the talking. I gave him credit. He never seems like he wanted to disrespect none of the players. He was trying to tell them what he need to try help himself over that side. I still thought that Alphonso Davis cut inside and create damage just the same. He never had to go down the side majority of the times unless he's already getting the ball on Lembikisa. He never tried to do so. He comes inside. So credit to Bobby Reid for showing him inside. But when he went inside, he was still free because he had one of the most productive night. Aside from Ustakio, he was the most productive, to be honest. Yeah, so we stopped him, but others never did their jobs. But we can't beat Bobby Reid for others not doing their job. So he did his job on the night. Maybe would have wanted more offensive, as what we said. But to be honest, he was one of the most offensive player because he created a big chance, and we barely created big chances. Michail Antonio came off the field 20 minutes, and he was one of the most productive player in the whole damn game. So that tells you how less of a production we were.
The big chance
and the next thing,
corner.
I think so. And next thing doing JD, I just checked the chat. Alfonso lost the ball 16 times, you know.
Yeah man.
You know, applying the pressure. Sometimes it's the pressure that they put on him, you know.
No, but the 16 boss said the 16 losses them on a tackle at the 16 part. Around 10 of those for passes them, you know.
Yeah, him playing up through pass and it don't get him.
Yes,
like a lot of them.
Around 10 of them there.
Many of it, those are part of it. Many of it was that. I would say about 5 of those was probably a tackle that him lose the ball. A lot of them was just him playing a pass and it never worked.
But I agree with Eddie in that sense, because him get thrown inside, and then when him coming inside, him come into traffic. It forced him to make a decision, and that helps as well. So me understand where Eddie come from. But if a man create 4 or 5 big chances in one game, boy, I may tell you say, yeah, we have to still give a team credit, but why we want to make sure them can't do so much, you know? Yeah. Up and running. Okay, let me take that one there fight because up and running. They say, alright, Shamar Nicholson. Let me continue because up and running. Already start talk about Maggie. Oh Lord God. So me just take it off on my screen same time, you know, because me can't just me I try to give the other players them, and the man I try to give you more players. So Shamar. Oh, we look at Shamar now. Him get the goal. Okay, everybody go silent. Nobody not talk.
Oh, maybe I make Eddie go first that time. Go on, Eddie.
All right, actually, you go first. All right then. To be honest, we never really see Shamar, you know. I don't think he touch the ball enough as a striker, as one of the lead strikers. They tend to play to Trevante a lot, which was working out. But for the goal still, the goal alone, you know, JD and Jason. I give him a 7, you know.
Cranky, wicked man. Cranky give him a 4, you know.
We not really see him too much. He lose the ball a lot. It wasn't really a part of the build-ups. He didn't drop deep enough, and I think if we had played Williams would be more technical, able to drop deep into pockets and pick up the ball and turn. And so we didn't see that from Shamar.
Agreed,
So, but the
agreed.
goal alone, 7.
Agreed. I thought he tried to latch it on a few passes, but it was just too fast for him. Two when he came to the right hand side, and for some reason he couldn't catch it. I don't know if it was too fast for him or something. Couldn't catch it, man. So yeah. But I understand. Cranky said giving players a 7 for nothing, basically. So go ahead, Jason. Go ahead. Cranky trying to mash up your rating. So go ahead.
Yeah,
Don't make him body up. Say what you see.
man.
You saw.
Nah, man, you're not soft soap. I have my views, and my views are gonna be my views. But
I never say, I'm just saying don't make him bully you.
Scoring a goal is the hardest thing in football, you know, Cranky. Scoring a goal is the hardest thing in football.
No, ask Cranky away my beat Bailey for.
yeah, so for me, I thought Shamar, I thought more than anybody on the field, Antonio coming off the field really was a big loss for him and his game, because I think him and Antonio have a really good understanding of who is playing deeper, who is dropping deeper. And I think when Trevante came on the pitch, it pretty much forced him to always be the one to drop. I feel like he's more effective when he can do both. And I think when him and Antonio play, they have a better understanding of who is going for the long run, who is showing shot. And I think that kind of left us when Trevante came on, because we didn't want Trevante to have 2 roles to play. So we kept him on the last 2 defenders, and Shamar kind of got the more free role. And I think that kind of affected his game for the rest of the game, because
affected the whole team, because now you can predict who will stay on the last man.
Right. So I think that unpredictability we had in the first part of the game went away once Antonio came off, and it really hurt our attack. But as Eddie said, when you score a goal in an international match, you know, that's worth about 2 points. So I would say without the goal, him get a 5. With the goal, I would give him a 7.
All right, so a 7 and a 5. No, a 7 in the end. So Cranky, go for a 5, you know. Give him some credit. Skillish, I wanted to come here and give him. We don't have a credible replacement for Antonio. Skillish, every day you come here, Shamar needs to score a goal. Your player not score no goal, and today, you come in and say your player was not good, and him not score no goal. And the next man to score a goal, you come in here and I try don't play the man. We don't have a credible replacement for Antonio. Yeah, man, Skillish. All right, so. Guys, as you come in, please do smash the like button, share, and subscribe. All right, we might go a little bit over the 2 hours, but if you don't hit the like button, we ain't going over no 2 hours. Yeah, so let me move on now. Leon B. Oh Lord, no, let me go to Antonio. We can't go to Leon Bailey, is it? No, Lord God. You know what? Let me hear, because me hear a man come in on the chat yesterday. Yo, no, come up, Leon Bailey. The man just miss a chance. The man never watch the game, you know. I friend him. I come on, the people come in and say him something, you know. The man didn't watch the game, you know. Man say, man just miss a chance, and the whole out kill him. When you go out there and do it himself. So he must say, Cranky, if you go out there, do it himself.
Yeah, all right, Leon, may I get in trouble?
All right,
Michail Antonio.
Yeah, Michail Antonio, so we can just go to Leon Bailey, and then we go to the bench. Yeah.
Michail Antonio obviously played about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Had to come off injured, but you know, he only touched the ball 3 times, and out of those 3 times, he created a big chance. Probably I don't know if it was the easiest chance, but one of the big chances that we created, he was doing it. I thought that, as I said, that first initial spell where we had a little bit better of the play, even though Canada was getting their chances, we created our most chances when he was on the pitch. I think we had 2 out of our 4 big chances in that first spell. So, you know, obviously just due to time, can't give him much more than a 6, but I really would love to see what that game looked like if he stays on the pitch, because I think they were having trouble figuring out the movements of Antonio Bailey and Nicholson, especially in that first part of the game. So just because of the time being so short, I'll say I'll give him a 6. But he was very effective for when he was on the pitch.
Agreed. Let me bring in Eddie Guna. Eddie Guna, go ahead, and then we bring in Jamaica Guna after. All right. Man give Antonio a 9 and a 7.5. So people don't even care about time. They must say him was the person they want on the field. That is good that we can see people saying, okay, we know that this man offer something. Before, it was hard to convince people that him do something on the field. You know? I wonder if I treat in the national stadium now, so them really see say this man truly good, you know?
Yeah, we kept trying to make his metric all about how many goals he scored, but I keep telling people, like, you have to look at the totality of what he's doing. And a lot of the goals that we score in matches is because of his presence on the pitch. It has a big part to play in it. And you could see we looked a lot less dangerous when he wasn't out there. And that's not a coincidence.
All right, so yeah, man, go ahead. I mean, Skilly shower in a chat.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, we were not able to see Michail Antonio for more than 20 minutes. So it's kind of unfair for grade him. So I'm going to give him a standard 5. But in that 5, he did a whole lot. And I think he was clearly targeted by the Canadian, because leading up to this game, the build-up for Canada was all about Michail Antonio. So I believe they came out to target him, rough him up.
I wonder if I me sell the story, because them ask me who are the players them where I got pressure them backline. I'm say Michail Antonio. I wonder if
yeah, man.
Them bully him.
You and every other analyst where they talk about the game.
Yeah, so they come and see the man make a big tackle upon Antonio, and the ref not even say foul, you know?
Yeah, man.
I mean, I say, yo, that's a foul, man.
Yeah.
A foul, like, man, ref, man, me a cuss on the stream.
I don't know how we never get a free kick for that. Man, clean him out.
So Antonio just take himself out of the game. Because him so go on.
Yeah.
Well, he tried, you know. It was another run he had in the center circle where he kind of made a dribble and tried to chase it. And it was that movement that really put it over the top. He was trying, but once he did another sprint, he realized it wasn't going to work.
All right, so no, they said I'm an informer because people went to watch the video, but the video was nice. I was just talking about tactics and stuff and what we expect. Yeah, but Jamaican Kuna, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. What you have to add to this story? Why you have to come in at this time? It's like you just want to talk about one player. Go ahead, Jamaican Kuna.
Blessed day, JD. Blessed day to all fellow Gunas on the panel. Big up to all the people in the chat. Good morning, good evening, good night, anywhere across the world and I pick up from. Yeah, the word of yesterday, in my view, was clear. Bailey dashed for the game. That was the word of the day for me yesterday. So I was there, cooking some food yesterday. And when we look from window, I see one truck pull up, I'm on the side of the truck. # Bailey dash for the game. See? So with that out of the way, let me get a little comment on Antonio. I think the little time when he was on the field, bro, he was super effective. And sometimes we as fans have to listen to what the footballers them we actually up on the field say. And if you have heard anybody talk about Antonio, they're always saying, yo, brother, I love play the ball. Because Antonio makes runs that make space for other players to fall into. And that is something that we maybe as fans or maybe as Jamaican fans don't appreciate as much, because we're only looking at a striker to score goals. But there are strikers that are decoys for other strikers to open up space for others. And when them come off of the field yesterday, I think we all saw it. It was big. It was not like a jump from 90% to 89%. It was a jump from like 90% to 70%. Our attack lost some fervor, some urgency, immediately after he came off. And then Stewart didn't do himself any good by coming on and putting in and getting substituted afterwards. So he didn't make himself, okay, yeah, me have a forward and big baller come off the field, me a forward and do better than him. That is what we need from our local born and bred players to come on and prove themselves on the football pitch. He didn't do that yesterday, but I have to commend Antonio for the 20 minutes that he gave and make the people make them have to think, make the Canadian defenders have to depend on them toes, as you know. So commend them on that. So I would give him a 7. I don't think any player in the rating should get above a 7 because I lose. So I would give Antonio a higher mark, like probably a 7 or a 6.
All right. So that was all of the players them. So we have to go to the Phoenix Heights, you know, the superstar for Jamaica, Leon Bailey. All right. So Eddie says he's gonna get beaten, so we have to start with Jason. Let me read out his stats first. So we make sure, and let me make sure it can be seen. Because I know people like to scrutinize things. So 90 minutes played, 33 touches in the game. Accuracy of his pass was 79%, 11 of 14 passes. Tried a cross, it was not completed. Tried a long ball, it was not completed. 3 shots off target, which that's what people will curse about. Dribbles, 1 of 1 successful. He hit the post, obviously, out of 1 of them missed them. 3 big chances missed. Ground duels, he won 2 out of his 4 ground duels, which is decent because he's not the biggest. Position lost 11 times. I think more of those, I think around 5 of those were actual challenges that he lost the ball in, but the rest of them was actual passes. Just trying to explain to you guys, all right? I'm not making excuse for him. Foul, one foul, and he completed a foul once offside, 1 clearance, and 1 interception on the day. All right, so that is from Mr. Leon Bailey. Go ahead, Jason Guna.
One
All
yellow
right.
card.
And
Yeah,
one
and
yellow
yellow
card. Yeah, man, obviously we know him get yellow card.
So Bailey for me, look, obviously he deserves a lot of beatings. You know, the 3 chances, I would say 2 of them are like 2. I mean, you have to put those in the net. One, you know, obviously was a bit more difficult, but I still think he should have got it on target. But I do think in the second half, where I have my issue is I felt like he just wasn't really involved in the game in the second half at all. I mean, if you can play the first half and get 3 big chances, you know, how is it that we don't see you even sniff the ball in the box in the second half at all? So I don't know if his confidence took a hit and he just didn't want the ball again. I don't know. But, you know, he kind of went hiding in the second half. We have to be honest. He wasn't really, and it looked like he was okay with just being on the field and not getting the ball. So that was the one thing that I just couldn't understand. The coach didn't realize. I mean, yes, he said most of the time when we have a big chance, Bailey's involved. And that is the truth. But at some point, you know, maybe today is just not his day. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, the only thing I will say, I know the coach probably looked on the bench and said, boy, where are the options to come on? But at that point, he just have to try, because I don't think Bailey looked like he was going to do anything in that second half at any point. So I'm just shocked that he survived the whole 90. And for me, I would have to give him probably a 5.
A 5, okay.
Yeah.
All right. You Singh says Bailey 9.5. He would have gotten a 10, but he lost a half point for digging up the pitch. He created 3 chances, lie, by himself with clever off the ball running.
Oh, so it's him pass the ball
Yes,
to himself.
very
Okay.
much lie. You know, that sounds like a man that will tell you exactly what happened in the game. But Singh is seriously lie. All right. But anyways, let me make my other panelists them go on. Jamaican Hallelujah Guna, go ahead, and then we bring in Eddie Guna. Him can't hide from this one.
Well, so for Bailey, my grading would be like 1 or 2. All right, the same in my back of there 2 in terms of grading. And I will tell you why. I will explain to you why I say that. Number 1, with the absence of Demarai Gray not starting, and then the early substitution of or other star baller. We have played with 4 high profile footballers in our attack. Demarai Gray, Antonio, Bailey, and Bobby Reid. So with the responsibility to be the third in line, in terms of our attack, which we would expect from the 2 being out, it falls on Bailey's shoulder to step up and get the job done, as great players do. You know, great players, when they are under pressure, they step up and get the job done. I was remembering a match with Portugal, and Cristiano Ronaldo was substituted, and he was on the bench coaching until they got the win. So I'm talking about that. Similarly with the way with Antonio, where Antonio was on the bench coaching. You know, because they want the win. You know, professional players do that, and players who are great do that. I thought it was Bailey's job to step up yesterday as our third ranked, our third most popular, our third most beloved forward player. What we expect from, and he didn't deliver. In all fun and joke aside, out of 10, I would probably give Bailey a 4.
4. All right. Eddie Guna, big up everyone coming in the chat. Please do click the like button as you're coming in. All right. Yeah, man, we're going through the players. Then we have chopped up a lot of things. Completed 50 wars a long time. You know the thing, go. Yeah, man. So subscribe to the channel as well. Give us 10 subscribers so we can pass the 8,900 and creeping into into the 9,000. Yeah, go ahead, Eddie.
All right, Chippy. All right, you see, after that third miss, me think Chippy lick. After that was the end of Chippy. That was the end, because when you see him go beat down the advertising board, but you know, leading up to that, you know, he was playing well, and the stats show that he was playing well. He wasn't bad on the day. He wasn't the typical Chippy in terms of trying to beat players and losing the ball. We didn't see none of that. He was very direct, and I give him a 3 just because he made the runs and was in the right position at the right time. He missed, but at least he was there. So I give him 3 just because of his movement. But and again, second half, as the panelist said, you know, he was invisible. He hit right through the second half. He never want no more of the ball after that. And I think maybe a sub would have been better for Bailey and his confidence, you know, heading into the second game.
All right, so guys, give me your ratings for Bailey. We are going to go to the bench now. For me, I thought that he was not good none at all in the game. He got on the end of the chances that was not created by him. That's a lie, Mr. Singh saying. It was created by Ethan Pinnock and also Michail Antonio. So that is the actual story. Good on him to get on the chance. That is true. That will give you up to 3 points. But aside from the 3 points, he stopped 2 plays in the game. 2 plays in the game. But he also gave away 2 of the balls, them trying to spin like a gig and give the ball straight back to Canada in a dangerous position. So with me seeing all of that, I think he was not as what people trying to give him marks for, and I would have struggled. I think he would have gotten the worst mark for me out of my players. Them it would have been strong for me to give him a 4. I think I give him a 3. And that was just for the effort of getting on the bars. Then before, aside from that, he did nothing in the second half, nothing. And it's not because of what Canada was actually doing. Even in the spell when Jamaica was up, he was not doing nothing. Because he gave away the ball once by spinning like a gig when Jamaica was actually in that sequence of the only time we had like a 10-minute spell. He was the one that gave away the ball to make Canada run down the pitch. So even when Jamaica tried to do something good, he was the one that caused the problem for them to come out of that good stage. So with that said, I am not giving him not more than 3. JD, the stats are too lie. No, 3 me give him. The stats give him 5.8. He was the worst player, skillish. Now care what kind of sentiments you can share, what kind of pillar design you have. 3 me I give him. Alright? Because me I talk about where him give away the balls them. Skillish. Alright? Yes. That's what me say. Me give him a 3, and me done. Me now war with Skillish. Me just give him the 3 for the effort. But him also lose the ball in some dangerous areas, and even the one when Larry push him off the ball, the effort we make for come back to the play. You guys remember that? You never remember that?
Yeah, man. On the left
Larry
wing, the
push
first
him
half.
over,
Yeah,
and
Larry
the man
push him over.
but Larry take the ball and just walk past and just start the play, and the man get up and have no urgency none at all. It's like Trim get the foul. Obviously, you know it's not a foul. I think it was a foul. I think it was a foul. You know.
Yeah, it
But
was.
the ref not give the ref don't give the foul. And
Yeah,
you
you
just get
can't
up
react
and,
as if the foul
brother, you
was
can't just
given
get up and just
still. Yeah.
clean up your clothes and them stuff. The game are gone. Go back and look on it. Please, Skillish, go back and look on it, brother. Go back and go look on it. Go back and go look on it.
JD, no matter how much time Skillish look on it, I'm gonna see what he wants to see. You know? So yeah, that's a waste.
Go back and go look on it, Skillish. Me, I tell him, brother, I am not giving him more than 3. Them generous to give him 5.8 right there. Believe me.
One more thing on Chippy. I asked the coach if it was a big miss to be without Demarai Gray, and he said that the wingers did well. So same time when he said that, I turned to one of the journalists, and I said, but the well and you miss 3 chance. So we don't know what you think about that. His comments.
I think that's the coach protecting the player. I mean, we can't expect the player to be as serious as us when it comes to analysis, especially to a room full of journalists that went to write about it afterwards. So I mean, you can't expect the coach to be as forthright with the information in that setting. No, if you see him one away with no cameras around and nobody listening and he tell you the same thing, then you can beat him. But he can't do that in a press conference.
I understand that in a JS, but to say that the wingers in more than one did well.
But hold on. Skillish says Bailey was the second best on the team according to the stats. Skillish, you now look on the screen. Bailey have a 5.8 on the screen, brother. Nobody not have him are the first worst according to the stats. Skillish, which stats you look on? Because every time I the same software you use. So what are you talking about, Skillish? Me don't know why. Let me just continue with discussion because I don't know where Skillish I get them something from. The man say according to the stats, Bailey was the second best. What?
Yeah, man. Pillar.com did put out some stats, JD.
What? Yo, boy, me give up.
Pillar.com.
Me give up after this. Me not think me can have no more discussion. Brother, we are allergic to talk the truth, brother. Me I tell you, if how people can get better if we can't tell them the truth, brother. We need more urgency from the player. And we need some fight from the player. The player not give us nothing. Me not care if him dig him foot in the ground. 3 other players them dig them foot in the ground. Cause look, Lembikisa dig him foot in the ground, give up a big chance. And the man come back around, come save a ball off of the line pan the next play. That means him a give him a fight. That means him a fight. You get up and try brush off your shots. You know they on the damn field. So you not go dirty regardless. That not sound like a person interested Skillish. Skillish, just stop lying, man. Alright? My goodness. Oh Lord. So because remember, so we want to lead into what we can do for win the game, you know. That we want to get into, you know, because we want to put positives in it, you know. You get me? So we want to do what we can do for win the game and set up our lineup for try win the game in the next round. And that we try lead towards. So we have to ask the man for do better. Cranky, I call in yo, me no know Cranky this Cranky. You call upon the phone now. Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, the discard thing now works for me.
And then we'll come back to the chat. Cranky.
The discard thing is not working.
It's not working?
I went into it, it said accept invite, I did, and I went into no man's land. I'm gonna be quick. I'm gonna say this.
Yes.
I need to understand where I think it was Eddie or somebody, it wasn't Eddie, who gave us 7. No, I think it was Eddie for the player scoring a goal, right? Mm-hmm. Didn't Nicholson get a 7 because he scored a goal. So if you get a 7 for scoring a goal, is that correct?
Eddie will answer.
So how much do you get for scoring a goal, right? How much do you get from missing a big chance to score? How much do you get for that? If you give somebody 7 because they scored a goal, even though they did nothing for the rest of the game, do you get -7 for not scoring a goal they should have scored?
If it starts on 5, I think you will take 2.5 per goal missed.
No. No. Nicholson did nothing for the game. He got a 7. So you can't start from 5.
No, but he said
from 0.
He said he started from a normal 5 because that's what.
Okay, he 5. Okay, so you get 5, and he gave him
He gave him 7 because
you get
of the
5
goal.
for what? For being on the field?
Yes.
You get 5 for being on the field?
Yes. So you start from the 5 and they decrease what they did. So for instance, the mischance for Bailey. So Bailey would have ended up with a -2.5.
Okay.
Rather because he never created anything aside from missing those chances. So he would have ended up with minus. But me get what you say. Maybe my boy that be generous and me that be generous as well. He are beaten from yesterday, so me know next beat now come in.
No, I mean I beating thing enough. I like beat people enough. I will admit it sounds that way. I always say that against beating people because I don't think that's fair. But I think what you need to do is be objective in your assessment of people's performance and be honest about how you view their performance. Like when I talk about the coach and my consternation and concern about the coach and strategy or lack thereof, I'm not trying to beat him. People think it's beat. No, I'm just trying to be transparent and say what I see and try to be independent and objective.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't believe in sugarcoating stuff. I also don't believe in bashing people. But I do struggle, I will admit, when it comes to certain players because they have certain pedigree, they play at a certain level, and then when they play for the national team, that doesn't manifest itself. So I do, in fact, they play as bad as one can actually play. Because as I've said in different forums, I think they disrespect the national team. They have no pressure for their position. So when they play, they're playing comfortable. They don't feel the pressure of, you know what, like when they play for their team, if I don't play well, I'm not going to get game, or they have competition for places, so therefore they know they have to play well or they won't play. For some players in the national team, that's not the case. That's the point I want to make. So when you're grading the player, and what does his position require, and how did he play given what his position requires, or what the team requires, and do those attributes manifest themselves on the field? Was the player positive? You see, in basketball, they have plus minus when you're in the game.
Yes.
You're -10. That same concept needs to apply about how you grade players. A lot of people, when they grade players, I have know what criteria they're using and how that informs their grade because it doesn't align. Like to give Nicholson a 7 when, he was on the field. And he scored a goal, which is a good goal, well taken. But what else did he do in the game? And if you're going to say goals win matches, and it's the most important thing, I totally agree with that. But here's the reverse, which is if the player's missing big chance, then he has to be marked down for those that he missed. And frankly, the player scored those 3 goals, and the game would have been, 4-2? Now, Canada had also a chance, so you have to be fair. They missed big chance also. But it would be 4-2, and then they would have to score 2 more goals and score their chances. But those chances, and this is my last point, JD, those chances are not an aberration for the player. And those are hard to miss. Let me repeat. It's not hard to score now. They're hard to miss, JD.
Yeah.
So, and you don't want to beat players. They're hard to miss. They're such easy chances. You ask yourself, what else can you score? But it's just players score great goals for his club team. So then you ask yourself, why don't the players be consistently score great goals for his national team? Why does he play that way for the national team? Is it because when he comes to the national team, he's relaxed? He's doing other things. He's distracted. Why is the same performance not being reflected? Or is it that the coach he has in his club team demands that he produces or telling him that I have a short hook if you don't produce? So I'm going to run, but that's my 5 cents.
All right. I will answer that right away as well.
Cool.
All right. So that was Cranky. Well said from Cranky. But sometimes, because let me admit the fact, sometimes you guys broke me, to be honest. I just don't want to worry with a lot of people because I find a lot of these not a lot, but not a lot. Let me word it. Some of these people in the chat, it's like they are families with the guys them. Sometimes when you see the facts and you tell them all the number where to watch it, see what you're talking about. They still come with some madness. So I try to find a way to tone it down so it's more digestible. You know, because if I continue on my same path, me and them people are war every damn day. And sometimes me don't want the war trickle over into my life. You know, when me done with them YouTube here, me have to fight and I thump my screens them like my mad. You understand me? Me just try avoid some of them people. So maybe me come off a little bit more polish. So I'm very sorry, but I'm the still same hardcore JD people. Alright? I'm not I don't think the player played good. He was generous to get a 5.8 because even on aside from the misses, he was poor on the field. Because I talked about big incidents that he gave up the ball for people to counter his team. You understand me? So it's just the truth. I agree with that, Cranky. If it was a minus, I would have given him a minus. To be honest. Yes, so let me move into the other guys and that came on. Yeah, because we have to give them guys a credit, all right? And then you guys tell me what you would have done. All right? So we had Trevante Stewart that came on, guys. Oh, you guys look at Trevante Stewart.
4.
4?
Yeah, I think he was shown in the deep end and him kind of feel with it. Just back in the team, I wouldn't have put in Trevante in this game. You know, obviously Williams would have been playing with the team, have more training sessions under his belt with the team. So for me, he would have been the best choice. But again, Trevante never picked himself, and he went out there and it took a while to really get the hang of the game. And he was losing the ball, wasn't making the runs. I heard Bobby, cussing him at one point, telling him where to run and go into space. So it wasn't a good game for him. Had one chance where him kick over the Upper Beverly Hills. So a 4 for him.
All right.
Yeah, I have to agree with your assessment there, Eddie. I'd probably give him a 4 as well. I was actually very surprised when Trevante's name was called to come in. I thought the natural sub would have been
Romario
Romario to
Williams.
kind of,
Yeah, everybody
just
else saw
continue
Romario
the
Williams are
chemistry,
coming.
continue the chemistry that they showed in the Grenada match. Especially that game, I thought the link up between Shamar and Romario did show some kind of, it looked like it could bear some fruit for us. So I was very shocked by that. I thought, as I said, it made the attack more one-dimensional. I think Romario is a lot more comfortable dropping and helping out and maybe on the half turn in the half space because I saw him do it in the Grenada game. I know that some people were saying that maybe he didn't come on because of his poor showing in the Guatemala game, but I don't think that was the reason. I think in the moment, the coach just went for Trevante and it didn't work out. So, I think hindsight is always 2020, but anybody, even without hindsight, in the moment, I was saying it was a mistake. So, I think the player gets a 4, but a part of that 4 is I think the coach jumped the gun getting him in when he put him in.
Guys, you can't call in on the phone now, yeah? Because I have to lock it off to get the discard running. Alright, I saw a call coming in, but I can't take it because I have to push off the discard. So it's either you're gonna come in the discard. The link is pinned at the discard, guys, and everyone can come in it and give your piece. Alright, but I can't cut out the discard. That's why I took the calls them at the start of the show. Alright, so sorry about that. But just come in the discard to make it much more flowable because obviously others will want to conversate with you as well. Alright, so hope you understand, Carla. Go ahead. Africans, you have not spoke. Africans, what say you on the matter? Good day, the resident Canadian.
No, just in terms of, I put my rating in the chat there just so they saw. I mean, he was brought on, not his best showing, then was subbed off afterwards, which it's unfortunate you don't go in thinking that he's going to have to play that much, but I think for what he gave, you saw the frustration. I saw that on the rewatch with some of the players there. He's getting into his career. He's getting to what he can really excel at, but he's not there yet. So I'm not sure why that was his decision to put him on. So I gave him a 3 because if we're going by you make it on the pitch equals 5, then if you get subbed on and then get subbed off, that has to be -2 as well. So he gets a 3 for me.
Okay, a 3. All right, all right. Let me get Jamaican Guna in, and let me get Jamaican Guna in. Jamaican Guna, what say you on Trevante Stewart?
1.
1.
I get Trevante Stewart a 1. I don't think he was effective at all. I don't think he did anything notable. He was on the field. He's a Jamaican player, so we're not gonna give him a 0. But he's all right. I'm gonna upgrade it to a 2. I don't think he was effective in the game any at all. I don't think he offered us anything at all. I don't think he looked dangerous at all. I don't think the defenders feared him. I don't think he made any runs. I don't think he made any passes which were effective. I just think he had the worst game ever in. And I hope that to see better from him in the future. But this was not it. This is not what he's a representative of the local generation, local born and bred, the JPL. He's waving the JPL flag high and proud. He should be coming on and doing better. I don't think he did anything. So I will give him a 2, generously.
All right. All right. Yeah, that's all right. So the next 2 subs that came in, which is Javin Brown and Damario Phillips. So let me talk about both of them because both of them came on at the same time. So everyone that's going to talk, just talk about both of them, so we can get into some positives because people will beat these videos. So we only come with a bunch of negatives when all we're doing is just talking on what we saw on the field and telling you where to go to see the incidents, but yeah, but you know what thing go, you know it go. So these 2 players, I don't know who want to start. Give your take on them.
Yeah, so Brown and Phillips, they came in the same time, got about 15 minutes or whatever. I think Javin was all right, I guess. I mean, for the second goal, kind of maybe guilty of ball watching a bit when he was tracking back into the box. Didn't really pick up anyone per se. Because even David was free as well in front of Eustakio. So, anybody could have scored that second goal, to be honest. And as far as the Mario is concerned, I hear this word energy a lot to justify his inclusion.
Yeah.
And I think his energy actually got him into trouble on the second goal. If you watch that play,
you don't tell me if I watch that play. I hear him,
no,
Larry, I run behind Larry. Yeah.
But if you look at the beginning of that play or the start of that play, Larry receives the ball on the wing and plays a pass to the middle. And because of his energy with no thought, he just runs directly at Larry like he has the ball still. And Larry has passed it and gone already.
Yes.
And it's his same energy that got him into trouble on that play. That's why I keep telling people we have to look at more than just what the player does in terms of running around. What is the purpose of that running? The purpose of the running is the most important thing, not whether he will run. Because you can run yourself right out of position when he was actually in position in the start of the play and ran himself out of the position. So we have to be mindful when we talk about these things and think about everything, not just that he's running, but where is he running to and why is he running? So for the both of them, I can't give them any more than a 3.
All right, and I wanted someone to explain that part, because I went back to watch the goal 3 times, and I'm saying, wow, nobody on planet Earth no talk about Phillips, and Phillips actually give away the goal, because if Phillips did just block the lane from day one, him fall to the trap of Eustakio, and not realizing that, brother, you don't even shadow the man. You run go out there and the man just slip it inside and then run behind you, and then you are run down the man. So it was very surprising.
If he just held his initial position, he's actually in line with Laria and can track the run. But because him run up with the energy and just get play around, he was always behind the play after that. So yeah, just you need to add some thought to the movement, man. Please.
And that's why people should watch the videos the games 3-4 times, because up to now I've listened to a lot of people, and I heard people saying that these guys came on and never did anything, so they're gonna give them they went again. No. Both of them in the second goal, as what Jason alluded to, even if my boy never tap in the goal, the goal could have scored again. And several instances, because Javin Brown as well, in pretty much give away 2 goals. If Canada wanted to score, they would have just whipped the ball in. Just try to get it away from the keeper and whip it in, because they have a man in line in the middle of the box, and Eustakio decides say he's gonna keep the ball and dribble around when he has the pass to make. But he just believed that if he made the pass, he's not 100% sure that it's going to be a goal. So he doesn't want it to go back up the pitch. So he wants to kill the game. Go back and look at the end sequence. They had 3 options to tap the ball, to pass the ball in, and those are 3 big chances as well. He just decided that he's not going to take the big chance. So that's what I'm saying. When you don't see it register on the stats, you don't know what happened. But go back to the end of the game and you see it for yourself. And that play started by Javin Brown give back the ball to Canada. Just give back the ball to Canada. But tell you what, I am not going to talk about it. I will let others speak. Eddie Guna, go ahead.
Sorry, give me peace. All right. All right, Trigger and Energy God. Trigger is Javin Brown for those that don't know. Energy God, Demario. Them both of them never really do nothing much. As Jason was saying, one thing with Demario, he going to give a running because it was all over the place. I'm yet to really figure out for Jamaica where Demario Phillips is playing. I see him in midfield. I see him on both wings. I see him like he's a supporting forward. He wear the number 9 on his back. So it's just very confusing with Demario Phillips. Didn't trap back as well, cost us the second goal. So 3 for both of them.
All right.
Wasn't impressed at all.
Yeah, man. Jamaican Guna, come in, Jamaican Guna, because we need to put 2 positives tonight, because we are beat them for 2 hours. So we want to give them some motivation for the try, see if them can do something. It's Cranky said, Damario trying to figure it out, you know. All right, so Jamaican Guna, let me see, we can give some positive. We are trying to lead towards some positives, you know. Or Jamaican Guna Gamba in business. All right, let me roll go into the next segment of the show, guys. We have 200 people here. Hopefully, we have passed 150 likes, you know. All right, going to the 200. All right, yeah, man. Obviously, we don't want to feel big enough for likes every time. For when you come in on the show, we just click the likes and we just do a thing. We want to move into a more positive side, like what we can actually do, truly do, to get something out of the next game. So we want to go and set up a team and set up a formation, or we think we can get it done. So, but before we go there, let me explain to you what I saw from the team of Canada, because I think Canada never stopped playing the 4-4-2. They mixed between 4-4-2 and the 4-2-3-1 when they had spells not going their way. But I still like the way how they did it. Because what happened? This guy is a very intelligent footballer. Jonathan David, very, very intelligent footballer. Should have had more goals. That is true. He should be blamed. If it's a Canadian, they could blame him for scoring more, because he had 2 other solid chances that he could have done better with. You know, if he was actually in his normal goal scoring form, he would have had an hat-trick as well too, at least 2 as well. So, but his movement is elite, man. His movement is actually elite, man. I'm watching him. But aside from that, what they did, they get the 4-2-3-1. Is Jonathan David drop and just play a cam position, period, and then the 2 wide players advance at the pitch to keep Jamaica back off. So look at that, and how they did it, man. It was so seaming. It's amazing how they did it. So why they can have a system with a new coach Because remember, their coach is new, you know, he's an interim coach, you know. So I don't, see me I try look a positive and me I go lead into a next negative. Because when me
There's
go
a little,
ask,
there's a little continuity though because he was on Herdman staff. But I see your
uh,
point, same way.
he's a new coach, yes. Him could have on Erdman tail. Him just get the job and him have come with something different. Because Erdman did tell my boy the Mark Anthony Kay, say him can't play for Canada. You understand me? And him bring him back. So if I the same system, why would him bring back Mark Anthony Kay? But yet, and boss, they tell him say him can't play for Canada. You understand me? So it is something him different, something different him a bring. And Anthony Kay talk about it, you can do your research on that and see. So if your boss did tell us it can't work for a player, you wouldn't bring back the player there. You'd just go back for others where them already want in the team, the fans them want. And him bring back a Mark
Yeah,
Anthony Kay.
the pieces of the puzzle can change, but the way they play doesn't have to necessarily change. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, but I
Like he
think
can have his favorites or who he think is better, and him have a different mindset from the coach. But in terms of like how they actually play on the pitch, it can still be the same. But I agree that it has changed. They look different now under this coach. I just wanted to point out for the fans them that he was a part of the coaching staff of Herdman, so it's not like the players don't know him at all. That's mainly what I was getting at.
okay, no problem, no problem. But all I'm saying is, I saw them doing their transition seemingly, without 50 matches. You understand me? So I'm just asking, is it that we just settle for anything? Is it that's the case? Because I saw Nigeria. Nigeria coach, obviously Nigeria is a bigger team than Jamaica and the expectation is higher, to be honest. But they got 2 draws. And I can tell you he's not going to survive the next game based off how I saw it from day one. So I will keep a track and tell you that if he gets fired or not. We saw the same thing with Mexico. Mexico got lost 1 game. Out of all the games, they never looked good against Suriname on their own patch. And also he got fired after losing 1 game. So is it that, I'm just asking the question, is it that we signed up a deal and we are looking down a path of money that we pay this, we sign a deal to that man and we can't afford to sign someone else, hence why we have to see out the time? You think that that's a positive or that's a negative? That's what I want to ask. That is the perfect way to phrase it. Bless up,
Um,
I'll jump
Jerome.
in here. Well, go.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, Africans, if you.
yeah,
Oh,
Africans, go
Okay,
on.
yeah, sure. Okay, so I'll say this. I think with both, if you're going to bring up a Nigeria here, and I'll make a nice correlation to Jamaica here, I think the issue with those two countries is roster construction, right? Yes, they are both top heavy, but in terms of how you want to play, and I think that's the one concern I have for Jamaica, I haven't seen enough from them to really identify what it is that they're trying to do, right? Whether they're trying to play high pressing, whether they're trying to play through the wingers specifically. The only thing that's consistent is they'll try something for about 15 minutes and then eventually it'll just turn into center back up to winger. We hope to create something. That's what typically happens. Our Demarai Gray creates something and then we win the game, but we don't look good on it. And I think if you make that comparison with Nigeria, again, Nigeria, a bag of strikers, midfields, I'm waiting. So I think roster construction matters here. The fluidity and continuity does help. I mean, you did bring up Mark Anthony Kay. I don't think he should be on this team. I think most Canadians will tell you that probably there are 3 to 4 better midfielders that could have been chosen, but this coach chose when we did the preview. This is a good team for 2021. I don't know if that team's going to be good enough for 2023. In one leg, they've shown competent enough. I don't know if that's going to be, but at least within there is familiarity. There is uh, just familiarity with the concept of play, what they want to do. So I think for Jamaica, the question is, this coach has been here for some time, and I'm not seeing any type of team identity. So I think that is my concern in terms of what can they do or what are they doing, what they're not. And I think that comes with time. That comes with just a lot of repetition. But for right now, the roster he's picking is just attack minded. But then he's speaking in a sense that is we want to be defensive sometimes. So I'm not sure what he's trying to do in terms of construction with that. So I think that's what leaves me confused as the outsider looking in.
Yeah, fair Africans. I agree. I think, while you can argue that maybe he's trying to play like a direct wing play type of style, I do think that for spells in matches, they don't really stick to that. And they'll have a spell where they try to build. And once they kind of buck the toe, stub the toe a few times, they revert to type and they start to go long again. I do think that, as you say, roster construction has a big thing to do with it. But not even further than that, I think with Jamaica, it might have something to do with just stubbornness of the coach in terms of personnel that he picks. Because even in this squad, we had two midfielders on the bench that didn't get a chance to play, that could have perhaps added that screen and that steal in the midfield, and maybe wanted to be more on the ball when we have it. So we don't have to be going long in Russell and Kira Anderson. But the coach, decided against using either one of them. And I think at some point we just have to look at, we have our limitations, but is the coach even putting together the right 11s to make it work? I think one of the issues is he says that his first thought is to be solid defensively, yet still he constantly picks 4 attacking players in every lineup, no matter who we're playing. At some point we have to figure out the balance of the team a little bit better. And I think where the problem ultimately lies is the system and the formation that he keeps putting us in. That I don't care what 2 midfielders you put in there. If one of them is going to press high on this other team CDM, that's always going to leave one player in midfield based on how we've been playing. And I just don't see how he sees that to be able to work.
All right, so with all that says, which is some good insights, good insights. So that means we can pick a starting 11 then and explain the functions them that, because they are following our starting 11s, but the functions there might be a change. So maybe we need to give them some functions as well to get a win. Maybe Africans not gonna get not gonna try involve in other part because they don't want Canada lose. but
JD, I gave you guys all the tips for Canada. I told you, Victoria, you're winning every foot race. If Davies cuts in, the space is there to exploit. And for 15 minutes, Leon Bailey looked like, Aston Villa Leon Bailey, just the 2022 version of him, where he just wasn't scoring. Not this one. So I gave you everything, but nothing's there. So I don't know how that's going to look. But I'm curious to see how you set them up based off of what you think Canada will do here.
All right.
JD.
Yeah, go ahead.
We can just interject. Yeah, we can just interject right. I think we should give the coach a mark, don't you think?
Okay. But
I think we should give the coach a mark. I think he deserves some scrutiny now. I think when you're doing the ratings, you should give the coach a mark to say where am I going with? Because to be honest, some of the changes the Michail was very questionable. So you can't take it from him. Coach.
Where you're okay. Jamaica gonna want to do the coach. Before we get into this lineup, all right. So we're gonna just give the coach a rating, people inside the chat. Yes, and at the same time hit the like button as well too, because we might have a rate you after that. You might not feel well, so make sure you rate the like button too. All right. So they said 0. The coach, garbage tactics. Know yourself. Cranky gave him a 2, so Cranky was very much generous, but he never wanted to give Leon Bailey nothing. It's so funny. So Cranky gave him a 2 for him to have the idea. All right. So knowing now that we don't have wingers, because we have Leon Bailey and we have Bobby Reid that we want to do a job on Alphonso Davies and then can't go forward. So why we don't try pick a system where Bobby Reid can try to somewhat focus on Alphonso Davies but still have the ability to go forward. And what I was looking at, I think that would have to be a back 5 system, something that he played. No, he never played a back 5 before. Never play a back five before.
I think for only like about 5 minutes in the Haiti match when he brought on Hector, he was a back five.
I just said him play a back five, but me no know. I never saw
it.
it.
Was just the end of the match. Like they didn't bring on a defensive sub.
But me not argue. Me just say Jason said him play a back five, but me no know about it. Me no know.
Yeah,
I just said I don't know. I don't know.
So you don't remember when Hector came on the field?
I know who came on the field, but Hector can play midfield just the same. So I don't know. I don't know. Me just see everybody. Me see everybody jumble up. I try stop the corners and cross from the ball. So me no know what we da play.
A back eight.
Right. Yes, me no know what we da play. So me never get to see the formation make out and stuff. Me just know they da try defend. I saw the game done. For 3 minutes we just try stop 80. We never do nothing aside from try stop 80. After we make 2 big saves and stuff, I saw me remember the game and done. So me no know. Me have to go back and look on it. So maybe you're right, but me no know. Me think maybe that's the intention for real. All right. So the man Azir them give the coach, So Jamaica Jason have a rating for the coach.
Yeah, me that give the coach a 1.5 or 1.
1.5 or 1. And why would they give him a 1.5 or a 1?
I think the substitution, all of the substitutions, to be honest, none of them really made sense to me. The only one, maybe Dexter was definitely tired, so obviously he had to bring on a different right back at some point. But I think the other 2 substitutions he got wrong. I don't see how we don't see K-Roy or John, one of them in the game at some point, and I don't see how Romario Williams don't get a chance in the game either.
All right, fair enough. Jamaica Concacaf, can I give you a rating, a full rating for the coach, and give you a reason why? Cause you don't weep on this.
I would give the coach like a 1. Well, I would give the coach a 2. The starting 11 was good. I think I have to give him credit for starting Daniel Johnson, knowing that he has been impactful in all the games that he has been substituted on. So finally, he's getting around to looking at the players' performances when they actually come on the field. And I think it was a good starting lineup. I wouldn't disagree much with the starting lineup. It was okay. Throughout the game, in terms of the tweaks that he made, the first one was atrocious in my opinion. I think Romario Williams, being that he was impactful in the last international, in the last big game that we played, he would have been the first option to come off the bench. That didn't happen. We have John Russell and Kira Anderson on the bench. We have Kira Anderson, who's a designated central defensive midfielder. We brought on, with all due respect, a player who I think is a bit inferior to come on from the field in Phillips. I think he came on and he did a lot of running, but we did not need athletes. We needed footballers to come on the field and see if they could get some, see if they could grind out. We could have grind out a 1 win and thing, or a draw then, yeah. So I think he blundered there, and throughout the game, I don't think he made tweaks to negate the attack of Canada. When they came in the game in the second half, I don't think he did enough to negate their quality that they were displaying. I don't think he did enough, so I would give him probably a 2. Just for the starting 11, I give 2. If it wasn't a decent starting 11, I get a 0.5.
All right. I've listened to his post match. I want to get into the squad, but I listened to his post match. Are you getting the feeling like he's getting ahead of himself, like he starts to believe that these guys truly can just go toe to toe with everybody without believing that you have to have a system and repetition before? Because when I heard him talk, he spoke like that to me, like, oh, we got our chances and they got their chances. We miss our chances, and that's why the game ended up like that. Like, like he truly believes that Jamaica is as good as Canada. Like repetition as, I don't know all the best way to phrase it, But it seems like me don't know who in other brother head, because when he just came in, he never really sounded like that, like he was more humble and and saying, listen to me, man, the next team very good, Be careful, and we are going to approach it because they are the better team. But this time he's coming out saying, "Oh, we are going to show them this and we are going to show them that." He give me a different vibes about him. I don't know if him learn enough about Jamaica now, so him start act Jamaican.
He sounds like a coach, JD, who has been able to out-talent all his opposition. And I think that's something that happens in CONCACAF when you beat the thing with CONCACAF. There are levels of teams, right? You have League A, you have League C, you have League B, you have League A teams, and then within League A teams, you have the top two teams, right? USA and Mexico, right? So I think when you're playing a lot of these teams, maybe you think, okay, well, I can put whatever players are into the pitch, and then eventually, yeah, Demario Gray will score, or Michail Antonio will score, or Leon Bailey will put something in, and we can just kind of out-talent teams until there. And as a coach, you have to instill confidence that you are as good as the team that you are playing, and you don't want to back down. You don't want to give them too much respect. But there's a degree of where there's levels to this because, I mean, this A Jamaica team also lost to what many they drew, sorry, to a team that many would consider maybe a B team, C team for the U.S. at the end of the day, though it was their first outing. So I think when you play in CONCACAF, you can convince yourself that you're at a level, and then when you step up at that level, you realize you're actually not there. And that's what he sounds like, because I listened to some of the comments as well, and he sounded like the coach was trying to keep his team up, but also, yes, but we're as talented, maybe on paper they are, but the difference is you have a 23 or 22 players who have been together and can operate in a system versus another 23 who are coming together for the first time, and midfield is optional.
All right. I just wanted to bring that forth. A lot of people saying that one of the persons said that he's getting the Jamaican culture and stuff. Something that he said he wanted. So maybe that's why he sounded like that. You said you're trying to give the team confidence and stuff, but before he was giving them confidence. And remember, we have to look at it. Why the Reggae Girls qualified? I thought it was because sometimes the coaches just tell them as it is, what level they are, and what the approach is best suited. And I think the more boldly he sounds, is the more bold his approach looks. You understand me? And it's just really going down the wrong hill based off that. So I'm just saying maybe he needs to try start from the base of a defensive conversation as to what you said before. So let me move into picking a team. How you think you would have set up this team now? Because we have heard several things. We have heard that Leon Bailey is injured, right? We know that Damari Gray is injured. We know that Amari Bell is injured. So how you would have set up this team now going in? Now now everybody learned that Eustakio is a very good midfielder, which I don't think everybody never know. Because we had said he's going to be the best player in the park. So I guess everybody did know, except all of the people in the actual room where they with the team. So how we would have set up this team to get something and to stay in the game as well.
Well, I think the first thing would have to be to actually play a 4-2-3-1 and don't play
But them say Bailey injured, Them say Bailey injured and he made a career injury. So would you start the next injury man again?
So the game never just play and Bailey play the whole game.
Yeah, but so that's an excuse them use. Say him injured, don't. So if him injured and now you know him injured and everybody know him injured, and true we don't want him to go back and give you half-assed behavior performance, you would have started him by the field, because right now I don't want to start him. I'd rather put a midfielder in to see if we can sustain something and then try to get something from the forward, because that's how we get the goal and never him give the goal, and him never create nothing either. So are we going to reward somebody that's not doing nothing on the field, to be honest?
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to be there. I was just saying the formation.
Yeah, but then if we take up Bailey out of the formation, how we gonna play a 4-3-3? Who we gonna use?
On this current squad right now, I probably put
Maggie and Bobby Reid for play two wingers.
Not Maggie. Wow, Maggie? No, I don't think Maggie can manage it.
So you see me just across the coach and I say the coach would know him levels and him limitation. We have 5 at the back of a start with and put 3 in midfield because we're gonna go long ball regardless. We now pass through
Okay,
no
so
third.
all right. So your back five, you have what? Pinnock,
Alright, so
Low, and Hector, or Pinnock.
alright, so
Deshawn and Hector.
Andre Blake would have started, right? Andre Blake would have started, right?
Yes, Andre Blake.
Alright. Then you would have used you would have to use Damian Lowe. Damian Lowe comes back in the team. Right? Damian Lowe comes back in the team.
Yeah, because it sounded like he would have started and he had the flu.
Bernard would have been in the team as well as the right side, and Ethan Pinnock right there. Pinnock in it. Because this would have solved our problem, because remember we're gonna still have the space around there, and then we can't do nothing, and then at least we'd have somebody screening.
I think the link up of Lauren and David was killing the back two. So yeah, I think adding a third person there for those link up would be good.
Yeah, because we still had we were playing a 3, you know. It was Daniel Johnson being the 3. So better we just go there with someone else, and then no, we would have 3 more bodies up front in front of us, trying to lead the line. So, and then Lembikisa, you would have given back Lembikisa a better chance, with a more stable one, or you'd have gone for Javin Brown.
Now that we have the 3 at the back, I would still go for Dexter.
All right. So that's how the back 5 would have looked, and then in midfield you would have gone for Kira Anderson, and you can actually bring him in now, Kira Anderson. So we don't have Anderson.
I'm not there. He's too old.
Okay, Anderson. All right, we're gonna find the next Anderson, guys. We will find the next one. Javin Anderson is actually a Jamaican type of person. All right, let me use this Anderson. All right, Brazil Anderson. But it is Kira Anderson, guys. He just has some bleaching cream, but it's him. And you have John Russell and
DJ.
And DJ in this 3. And then up front, you would have to go back for Boza, Nicholson, Shamar,
Boza, and
Romario Williams. If you tell me that if you tell me that you can't get something out of this team with the same style that they do play, people, because remember the style is not going to change overnight. So let me know if you guys are okay with this. Karai Anderson. Sorry, maybe I spelled it wrong. Yes, let me check. I think it's not. But I said Karai Anderson. He's not here. He's not here, man.
JD. To be honest, I start Bobby and Boza. Just think about it.
Okay. If you want to put Bobby Reid behind it, all right. So Bobby Reid. But look how much option it gives you. And they're going to play narrow regardless, because they were doing that regardless. You understand me? Because this is how it always ends up. Because we don't have any system. So it no matter how we put them out there, they're going to still revert back to trying to stop a goal. You get me? That is the stupidest team I've ever seen. And guess who it came from? Singh. Wow. But Singh, we are going for what we saw on the field. And then if Bailey is 100%, he can come in and just try to help out Boza as well. And we can have more players to inject in the system. We have centre back. We have right and left back because now we can have actually have Latibo there have some use because he can play wing back and he can play centre back right there. And so he will be an extra body. Have Tavan Gray can be play centre back and also wing back as well. You go with this because you're already pumping the ball up there. So at least you have 3 screeners instead of 2. You understand me? So it just look more protection. That's all I can say. It just look like more protection. So people,
JD,
yeah, go ahead, bossy.
me can show up my 11.
Yeah, you can say 11, but me know I eat this. But yeah, the people say I eat this, we find I eating it. You need to write a song. But give.
All right, hold on now. Blake, Lembia right back, Low, Pinnock, Lay at left back, DJ, Anderson in I middle, right midfield, Reid, in I 10, Russell, on the left side, Shamar, up front, Williams. How that look?
No, you have repeat, because the chat are cuss, and
Blake,
listen.
in I goal, Lembi on the right, 2 centre half, right centre half,
Okay, so
Low, left centre half, Pinnock.
So four. What you
4 minute
use?
player in I back.
Four
Yeah,
you play. Jesus
yeah.
God.
Greg Lee at left back.
Mm-hmm.
Two deep line midfielder, 1 ball player, which is DJ, and 1 more defensively minded, which is Anderson. Right? 1 on the left, 1 on the right. DJ on the left at the midfield, Anderson on the right. Seeing?
Mm-hmm.
In a number 10, we're gonna put John Russell.
John Russell number 10?
Number 10, right. Bobby Reid over on the right, Shamar over on the left, Williams up front.
Alright, so Greg Lee in the team. Alright, so let me so Bernard out of the team, right?
Yeah, man, Bernard, I drop Bernard, man.
Romario. Alright, so Romario Williams at the striker. So this is what you want then. 4-2-3-1 you're using, right?
Yeah, man, 4-2-3-1, man.
Alright, so guys,
Russell
this is. Yeah, go ahead.
Russell can interchange with Wembley for the 10. But me da play Russell up at the 10 more than because of his physical attributes kind tall. Me da play more up front as a 10. And play DJ. But him can probably interchange with DJ. But we have somebody that will always be a shield, which is Anderson.
Dirty Harry. You never hear them say Leon Bailey said him injured. Dirty Harry. So come on, let's listen to man. You can't cause he played bad. But you have to understand as well too. Why would we pick a expansive formation when we don't have no wingers? You get me? Because remember we started with Michail Antonio, Bobby Reid, and himself. So if he's injured and Michail Antonio is injured, how are you going to make the same formation, Dirty Harry? So that just listen to what we said. Now we literally said that. He's injured from Aston Villa and still he played. Okay, so you know what? Dirty Harry just play Leon Bailey. He make care what go on. Just play Leon Bailey. Alright, no problem. Oh Lord. Alright. So this is Mr. Jamaican Guna's lineup. Alright, Jason, do you have a lineup? You have anything to say about Jamaican Guna's lineup? Africans get involved. Do you have anything to say? You have anything we can beat the Canadians? Are you not gonna give us that sauce?
Well, if that sauce is either A, win the midfield battle, which Jamaican midfield never met her, or being able to have good interplay on the wings to take up space that it's taken, and they've not shown to be able to pass their way through or have a singular run to do so. So those options are there for them. I don't think if this is the lineup with players that are available, I don't think if it's a bad lineup. Ultimately, I think whichever side, if you're depending on the side, I think if Adekubi starts again, maybe you're trying to attack on that particular side, so that right side and attacking and trying to find opportunities to kind of play through there. But other than that, it's just until they can consistently play within the midfield, there, it's a struggle for them because most teams can dictate the game from there, and then Jamaica's always on their back heel from that point.
Okay. Go ahead, Jason. Go ahead because Dirty area bad way for say yo Bailey for going a team Bailey injured from Aston Villa. So it's a dirty area excuse for why I'm not
Hey,
getting
look
given
on
a Premier
Look on
League.
Jensen comment. Look on Jensen comment.
You're called Kane.
All right. All right.
Yes, so this if we're gonna play this formation where Jamaica and Guna went for, would I just would I tweak a little bit. Would I definitely play DJ in the 10 actually
Yes.
and drop back Russell because I think I have
I think that
personally been
can
one
work
thing.
too, but I'm saying we can interchange. But if you watch DJ matches versus DJ plays as a 10, but is not physical. So I'm saying to you because of a Canada way I play, and we don't want them center halves to get comfortable. We'll have people pressing them center halves them to make them uncomfortable, and I think
Okay.
there's a mistake or two in them defense. But
Okay.
with DJ, we won't be pressing. So John Ross is gonna give us more activity when we're defending.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we just tried that in Jamaican Guna with Latibody here and everybody across Latibody here because
Nah man,
we
not
stuck
like
you
about
them.
the for the field.
No.
Nah man, like
So
about here take a
him,
headless chicken and tattoo it on him, tattoo headless chicken on himself.
big boss. He was trying to track Ustakio, but it just never worked. You
No,
understand me?
but that's the only way we can beat Canada. We have to crowd them out in our midfield. Physicality and bad them up and rough them up in our midfield. That's all we have to beat Canada. We can't do that because Ustake is the metronome for that side. And we were talking about this from in the week. Said Ustake is going to be a problem. And the same man we were talking about, impossible, impossible to the winger, and the winger tear down the wing past everybody, and square back the ball back to Ustake for scoring.
He's not a winger. He's a right back, right wing back, left wing back.
He's a missile. The man is a missile. Mr. The man push the ball about a mile in front of him and run past every man where they over the side. I don't know which Jamaican ball they over the side. I can not see them. A breeze, me see, because there was too much dust. Me couldn't see what I go on. The man blow past the whole line, man, them up there and square back the ball to the exact man who pass it to him in the beginning.
It is the same man that we talk about. Say him have a lot of energy. And the man them do that, the same Mr. Phillips, Yes, man, it's Phillips. It's Phillips. Go back to look on the Phillips around behind the man like.
When the man done it, Phillips need a Phillips.
Yeah, man,
Screwdriver. Screwing back your back.
A Phillips and DJ chase him and can't catch him.
The man couldn't catch one. It's the man breeze fast. Brother, the man push the ball. Watch back the replay. The man pushed the ball 1 mile in front time.
Yeah, but I'm nothing but grass in my sea, So I must push it.
The field wet and I smoke, me see. The field wet and I dust, me see. No one know how the man fight dust in the mud.
No, but Phillips is so animated. Even when you slow down the playback, Phillips around with a bag of thing and he just can't catch close to Larry. And Larry had the injuries, and I thought he got slower. But every time we play Canada, it's either Kobe or Larry or David, but somebody always around the football him. Last time I had Kobe damage Javin Brown. I don't even know him did that, because I thought he should have been a left back. But my goodness, man. So it always happened. It happened the last time. But it is what it is. We have to just joke with it as well, people. So we're glad to see the team lost. We just try find the best way and look at we can't come to and this is the problem in Jamaica's football because the coach will take program from the first day he come. From the first day he comes here, he's taking program. Because from the first day he comes here and start a program, he said people tell him to put that person in a team. From the first day, go back to his first interview and you hear him tell you. And when I try to lead it back to, I am trying to pick a team and I think about Jamaica for win the game. I hear man at the man a ball away for fine to put Bailey in the team. And you just hear say Bailey do nothing against the same man them. So me wonder if them a go the man the Ustaki go get some black cream, forget blacker. Because the only thing that make him different in him own yard is to get blacker. So we have to get some black paint for him. So why me go send out the same man we fail against this team? Why me go send him back out again if me have a different choice? So no, we not gonna beat the coach again. Yes, so we can set up ourselves because should we love something, we want to force it back on the field. But if it not work again for the second time, you're gonna come and beat the coach. So if you are the coach now, how you gonna feel? You see the coach does always in a position where he can't win. The earlier I said JD, me a bet best in Bailey too, you know. Me a beat Bailey too, you know. But he's still an asset until somebody come that is better. I think we are better players than him. I just think the coach decides that he wants to go with 4, and I think it's because we have better players than him. That's why he decides to go with 4 and put him in a central forward that he failed
So
at
JD,
Aston Villa. I think that is the problem. You notice he kept the man them in the positions. I mean, Bobby Reid, Damar Gray, right and left midfield. Leon Bailey becomes a central forward, something that he proves over and over that he's not the best at. So he played this system, I think, to facilitate Bailey in the team. I honestly believe so, people, because he knew Bailey couldn't play the right midfield. And Bobby Reid is a high performer. So you want him back in the team. And that's the thing. So I think this coach is going to live and die by Bailey being in the team. I strongly believe so. You know? I don't know what kind of connection he has with these people, but we have to move on from that. Go ahead.
so JD, if he wants him in the team, why he don't just change to a 4-3-3 and just make Bailey play right wing? If
If
Bailey
you
have to play.
Yeah, but in a 4-3-3, you realize that Bobby Reid will become a midfielder. That's a flat out midfielder. So Bobby Reid have to do a next double, triple job. No. Something that maybe he's not as comfortable with.
Okay, so when everybody is all here, JD, he want to start Bobby Reid, Bailey, Antonio, and Gray. Where you think the coach thinks Bailey plays best in that front 4?
The only one that make him can actually do it when him actually good at, which is to try and go at people without having much more defensive duty, which is
So like
a
the
central forward.
withdrawn striker. Yeah,
Yes,
the
yes.
withdrawn, yeah. Central forward,
And
yeah.
that's where he plays every single time when 4 is there, every single time. So clearly, sometimes when we see something here, we can't just find a way to try to twist it around. It's exactly what the situation is.
So then JD, separate and apart from Bailey, right? What happened when one of them, like you say, have stitches in them leg, one of them can't reach because they're injured? Wouldn't it make sense then to have a couple more players that would suit the roles that you want to play in the team?
We have
Because
Maggie.
there are players not in the 23 that could do the role you're talking about.
Beckford could come in this team and do better. But we have Maggie. So it goes back to who I made him selection. Like we have Maggie.
You're going to Beckford. What about Jamal Lowe? What about Ronaldo?
Me already give up on them players there. From me, Sifa's problem the last time with him people him come out and speak. Remember, Wizard him people him come out and speak and say what him can do for make Jamaica team because he make the championship team of the week and team of the month or team of whatever it is, and everybody else were in the same championship. We can't make that get called. Him never get called again. So, everybody talk, not get called back again. Me never expect them to call Cephas, to be honest, because them already start out with the money and the cost and all them stuff. So, me never expect him to come the way. So, that's how me start go to, okay, only did have the money in America, only have to come back here, so no. So, because only have to come back here, so no, so only just bring them then. You get me? Just as though you can take 2 JPL man, why not just take them guys then? Because clearly them prove say them can be of some use. So bring John Bell, bring Beckford, and if you want to bring Maggie then bring all of them then. Because now we don't have Amari Bell, we don't have the next guy. So we not still are gonna need the people just to see him. So you see where it come from?
The
So-
Murray Gray is on a flight right now. I don't know where I go, but him dep on a
Okay. Alright.
so hopefully him a fly to Canada.
Okay, so well, hopefully Damar Gray is in, and then we can go back to a different formation. But this is the formation we are trying to work with before. I know people will cuss and say that we not like the poster boy, you know, but I don't. I like Jamaica and the people, and that's why me and always fight with the Bailey Pillar man them and the Phoenix man them and them stuff. Them. I always have a fight with them because the problem is I'm in Europe. Nobody don't really care and over sensationalize nothing. Like, oh, we're doing in Jamaica, it just don't work. So me not go over sensationalize nobody. I want me sip on the field. I want me think can actually win for Jamaica. And that me really interested in. So that war they go continue and reach series 50. Episode 17 billion. You understand me? Because me not go actually give in. You know, I want to win the game and I want to actually learn something as well so we can repeat the process. We want to have a team where we can say, all right, in Canada, look at how Canada's blow up and they deserve to be here. You can clearly see that they have identity and they're going to be pushing to do good things in the next World Cup. And if they had gone into qualifiers, they look like a team that could get better with more games and qualify again to make themselves back there. I can't say the same thing about us, and we have similar players as them, you know. So it is what it is. JD, Coach JD, educate why this coach persists with the 4-4-2 system. I don't know. I just said I think he wants to facilitate people in it. That's what I think. Just want to facilitate people in it. That's all. And talking about yeah man, go ahead man, go ahead, because we want Jack out the show too as well. So we want you say piece, JC same piece, and African same piece. Because at 1 o'clock
I think
we never even know.
I think we're not giving the coach enough credit, JD. I think the coach has established a system within the year that he has been here. It's a Hal Grimson orthodox official football technique and formation and style, the hoof. So I've seen instances in where we start put on the ball and make 8 passes or 7 passes in the back line, and then we hoof it. So, and that has most of our goals. Then I would say 80% of our goals have been from individual brilliance. It's not been from great team play. You haven't seen Jamaica pick up the ball from Blake and pass it to Lembikisa, and it goes to Low, and then to Pinnock, and go across to Lee or Amar Bell, played in midfield, knock around 2 or 3, 4 times, 25 passes, boom, 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 ball flying in it. Finished off greatly by Antonio or by Shamar Nicholson. We haven't seen that, bro. So we have to be realistic with ourselves, and we stop make one different mark for Jamaica and one different mark for the club side we support on a week in, week out basis. Right?
Facts.
The same side, the same man over there, so I support the Arsenal and I support the Manchester City and the United, although they're my rock side, and the Liverpool. You know what I mean? We see a man that go on like say we don't know football when it comes to Jamaica, and we don't want to see 25 passes made. Burnley and them side they can put together 25 passes. Why Jamaica big national side can't do it? I was having a drinking game recently where I said if Jamaica put 10 passes together, I will take a sip. I'm going to end the game sober, like me that drink soda. You know what I mean? So we have to be realistic, bro. We have to know that where we're at right now and what the coach is playing is not beautiful on the eye, and we're dependent on individual brilliance, which we have been dependent on for the last 20 years. So we need either to change the coach at this point in time. It may not be the wisest thing, but we need to change the coach. We need to see changes within the coaching in terms of the tactical astuteness throughout the game, and picking the right players for the right positions and playing. Bro, we are YouTube coach. Our coaching badges come from YouTube.com. But at the end of the day, we're still seeing things that anybody who is watching football can see. So do the obvious and then add add your great technique and your great winning mentality to it. But we are all seeing something here, and everybody can say the exact same thing. The coach needs to be doing better, and people need to put him under the microscope a little more. You know what I mean? So for the next game, I'm hoping that we can see the coach being ruthless and going for the win, because there's nothing else that we can do at this time. We can't go there for try play for a draw. We have to try get some stability in our game and try give them even one love. That is it.
One love, boy. Singh says people who think Jamaica is so good that they don't need Bailey, one of the best players in the world, are living in a fantasy land. That is Singh. Bailey is not one of the best players in the world. Yeah, not even Aston Villa, I believe so. You understand me? Yes. So just stop. All right, you are delusional and calling people delusional. All right, you need to stop. Okay? Yeah. And we can have a starting 11, and Bailey don't make the starting 11, and it is very strong because me I tell you, Bobby Reid, Michail Antonio, and Gray, with Daniel Johnson playing at Cam, would give us better balance than what Bailey would have given us, because we'd have get stability and the creativity would have come through Bobby Reid, Daniel Johnson first and Bobby Reid after, but he would have helped out the wing channels and it would have been better. If the coach have some balls and do that, we would get, because Liam Bailey had tried to become what Bobby Reid is. I can promise you, if Aston Villa had Bobby Reid today, then play Bobby Reid over Liam Bailey every day. Every single day. That's why them going to put Zaniolo up on the field. Mr. Singh will come every week and tell me, say, Liam Bailey going to start over Zaniolo. And every week you come back and make up a next story. Stop lying. We are seeing football, and clearly we know more football than you, because what we say happen. And the coach has said the exact thing as well too. So just stop your foolishness. If this next coach have some balls before him get fired, obviously man get a big check when him get fired. Yes. But if him have some balls and truly want Jamaica win, he make some serious decisions. We have the players them, just make the right decision. Yes. Bobby Reid starting over Liam Bailey at Aston Villa, if him in the Aston Villa today. Yes. Because Emery, that Emery want. That's why I put Maggie in there. Cranky, the man want a balanced team, and the man try Liam Bailey in several roles, and him not do it. So him only give him a role where him can do freelance. Obviously, from the other day, I've been giving him his credit because I saw him putting in more work. But he's not what Bobby Reid is today. He is not. Because Bobby Reid give you a defensive cover naturally. Same Bobby Reid that was subbed at halftime last week when Bailey destroyed Fulham. Jesus God, that brother are wicked. Alright, so we have a super chat from our brother Lord for Reason said, big up JD. Jamaica national team, bun up. Canada to win 3-1 next game. Big up all the other man them. Okay, alright, Lord God. Lord God. Alright. Don't be laugh out loud. You go too far now, JD. With Bobby Reid over no, listen, I say you need to listen to what I say now. You see on love jump for war. And listen to what I say now. Me say Bobby Reid would start over Liam Bailey in a Emery system. That's what me say. That's what me say now. Me never say Bobby Reid better than him or whatever no one metric no one send it. And that me say. Go pull up the video and listen to what me say before you send it to the pillar man them and make up a bag of story. Listen to what me say. I saw Bobby Reid play better games than Magin. And to be honest, Me think say I always pick McGinn over Liam Bailey. Me even think McGinn is even the conversation with Liam Bailey. Me think that. Me think McGinn is just a different player than Liam Bailey right now. Them don't even bother compare them. If McGinn are alive, he might go up on the field and Liam Bailey have a rival a position with the next person. I mean see Bobby Reid a better game than McGinn in the same role. And that's the way he want. So me not gonna argue. People me not gonna argue with you. No go vex. I may go prove it again, alright? They might just buy Bobby Reid for bench Liam Bailey. Alright, una talk like Gray, just get and send me a go to Canada. How many goals and assists Bobby Reid has this season? How does his stats compare to Bailey? Yeah, well, why them not give him a game? Sing? Why them not give him a game? They do not play the same role. They do not play the same role. The same type of players. But Cranky, I know that. But that's why I said what the coach wants. But nobody listened to what I've said. Nobody listened to what I've said. When you just want argue and war, alright. Didn't you hear the coach in the press conference? Didn't you hear the coach in the press conference? Me know uno no listen. Okay? Alright. Alright. Branda says Bailey actually seemed to be on the verge of starting for Aston Villa. Alright, yeah man. On the verge to start, alright. Alright. Jenny, you have to intervene and who have the right to Dan Cataract. No, I have nothing to do with that brother named Cataract. You have to ask Cranky. Guys, we should be able to have civil conversation. Why we keep on loving man? Me can't understand that. We are Jamaicans and we always say we love man. But me seems to always believe, say, don't take it out of line again, you know. But me always hear so we love man. But we keep on always a pick up for a man over Jamaica. Me don't know how that possible, but we always a pick up for a man over Jamaica. It's either Mr. Butler, Bailey, or Whisper. And all of them a man. Me don't know how to do that. But yet still we have a culture where we don't love man. How to work out that? And this nobody just listen to my argument. I want to have a civil conversation. Because I want to see if I'm me wrong in a life or are we just bad mind people. But all on the player them never do the things them. Want to claim to say, we're not tired. We're not tired for lie to yourself. And the only way Bailey start at Villa is if the player them injured.
Yeah, because Mrs. Singh say, McGinn got injured for Scotland today. But
okay.
so that's why a man say if people have injured, him start.
All right. Mr. Umza said, Imaxit, do you judge Bailey as a footballer, fair, or Mr. Butler the reason why you harsh? So you're telling me that I'm harsh. More don't read this name. I tell me some harsh, and him not ask me, you know. Him just put a question mark there, you know. But he must say my harsh, you know. So why you ask me? Boy, I'm kind of done with it, brother. It's alright. It's alright, big man. Listen to me. I'm not harsh. I'm not harsh, none at all. The problem is how we evaluate things. You know, here the man just tell me say Bailey a generational talent and one of the best players in the world. Me no know who believe that, brother. Because of that when you tell me when me just come here, me say me no know who not talk about. Because me see footballer every day. Top level footballer every day. And me no believe what I say. You know? So me not share the same. Me respect the ball them, but me actually put them on the level where me think them at, and that's why me not kill up myself when them a do where uno think them can do. You understand me? And that's the difference. So me not fight them. Me not fight them, man. Carrying feelings for Mr. Butler. What carry feelings for Mr. Butler? What? Uh, sing. What? Why think them? Why them think them mad? Uh, Clay D said Jamaicans allergic to criticism. um,
Hold on, Jamaican goal say game.
me not hear you know, your phone never work. Your sound never work.
Oh yeah, you can't hear me.
Me I hear you now. Me never hear
Okay.
just a while ago.
Oh, all right.
It go down very low. Me don't know how go on.
Yeah, me don't know. No, me there ask. The away goals rules is in effect for this game, right?
Yes, man. Yeah, man.
Okay. One love now go help with them.
What me say bad now? Them say stop Bash Bailey. He's still better than the bench. Oh my god.
Well, yeah. If the bench is gonna comprise of the people that me see in it, well,
Alright, them said
yeah.
Damar agree with the starting
Any
11
good.
now, so we can put him in
Okay.
it.
So
Jesus.
them put the track up on the flight. All right, cool. So them definitely have to go to Canada. All right.
Okay, but so why it have up that way? Why we have to try bring the man to Canada now? To make the man be the only savior.
No, impose that him in a jet, a fly. So you know, me don't know where him a go. And that's the only reason why I never put him in the team, because him never say where him a go. Him just day in a one plane.
Alright, so Damar agree. Coming in. Yeah man, so no one can stop crying now because there's no way we not put Damar agree or Bailey or Damar agree. So I guess we'll finally get Bailey out of the team. Without any cussing. So people have the Bailey man them.
So yeah, put Shamar in the front
Yeah,
line and
yeah. So only look on the Bailey man them. Only look on this, guys. The Bailey man them were always a cuss. Only look
so
on this. The
yeah,
Bailey's man them.
me don't know why Concacaf I do these 2019 rules, you know. We go to dash for a long time. So big league lane, they put the track up on it. You know, say him a forward of Canada. Cause he tell me how me not say him did it. Cause him not put it on the post.
But if I customer say, I could have ball blood Bailey a start. I have not. But we never said the coach now go start him. Remember, we got the last lineup right, you know, because we know what the coach are going to do. We just tell her what the coach need to do in order to get the job done. That's all we say.
Yeah, because the coach say he was pushing through pain and all these things to play. So you bring him on in a later role and don't put the pressure upon the stitches and you know, just
Okay,
you have to
okay. So
pressure him for the next 90 minutes.
so him that push through pain and so what that say about the other man them? I saw the other man them no good. For you, I push through pain still better than them.
Well, hopefully the other man them don't take it that way there.
Okay. But I wish other way me go take it. If you're gonna use the excuse say him couldn't move. No, listen to your word we just say, you know. This you just said to me, you know. Him may have to play through stitches. So that's why him do all the way him do. So Jason, which other me I go in the room now and you tell me them something there. Which other way me I go take it? Me not gonna say brother, so me can do something on the field too. No. Why you would take it? Let me not put it in another. Oh, you would take it.
No, but JD, we all right. We just grade the coach and beat him for every substitution we make. So the coach will look on the team and maybe him feel a way that it's true. Like Bailey with stitches in him foot, I'll give him more than the Mario Phillips.
Oh Lord, okay. Oh, you just use Damaria Phillips because you want to get away with the argument.
At the Mario Phillips, me say come on the field, JD. So I have to use the player them come on the field, don't it?
Okay, that I would Bailey with stitches is better than Damara Phillips. I will 100% agree with that. You know, but we don't say Damara Phillips is essential, brother.
But JD, I know him not play central for Jamaica. Every time he come on, him play one of the wide midfielder role.
Okay, all right. Oh my God, so people, we now want to put the time because appear comedy. So people, we have given you a good one, a 3 hours we do. It's 1:22, so I'm gonna try to get the rest of sleep, you know. Thanks to all of you guys that came in. Hopefully you hit the like button. Let me see if the pillar man them hit the like button, because one thing the pillar man them carry feelings hard, you know, and this is true in a business. Guys, subscribe to the channel as well. Give me 10 more subscribers and stop bad minding thing. All right. Yeah, man. We need 30 more likes before we get to 200. So and we have 225. You can't tell me that all of the 50 man them a pillar man for Bailey and Mr. Butler and Whisper. You can't tell me that. You know, because I not believe so. Dirty Harry back in the building say, okay, JD, let me remind you something. Our three best attacking player are Demario, Antonio, and Bailey. In that order. So once all these three players are not injured, they will start. Our three best attacking players are actually Shamar Nicholson, Antonio, and actual Damari Gray. And then Bobby Reid come after, and then Bailey come after. And I would even put Bailey there because Daniel Johnson keep on getting assists. Daniel Johnson won 3 assists in 3 matches. You know. I wonder if people don't realize that, Jason. So you see how wicked we is? So Daniel Johnson have 3 assists in a 3 match. Yes, no? So him an attacking player, him is an attacking midfielder. And if you want, go back to, him depend goal and an assist as well, So realize that Daniel Johnson have 1 billion more actual goals contribution than Leon Bailey. In the last 5 games, Daniel Johnson have 1 billion more assists and goals contribution than Leon Bailey, In the same last 5 games that Leon Bailey played, we not count, we not actually count. Alright, let we go over the facts. Because when you say a facts, so let me put in Daniel Johnson. We put in Jamaica and Daniel Johnson, guys. Because it looks like say my eyeball now work. You understand me? So let me put in Jamaica and Daniel Johnson. So when you can see for yourself. You saw wicked it is. So you can just make up on your own story. You get me? So you can just make up on your own story. You get me? So let we go on Daniel Johnson for Jamaica. In the last couple of games. Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson. Why am I putting the name wrong? Alright, so Daniel Johnson. Let me go back to second. Alright, so Daniel Johnson. This is the Jamaica one. He had an assist. He has an assist in 1 assist here, 2 assists, 3 assists. 3 assists in the last 3 games Jamaica played. So I'm gonna go back again for Jamaica again. Because where's the next one? Yes, so 3 assists he has in the last 3 games. Yes, he never had an assist in the 80 game, and he never had an assist in the Honduras game. And then before that, he had assists again. He had an assist and a goal in St. Kitts. Let me see if he played any more Jamaican game. Alright, so that is 4 assists and 1 goal in 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6 in 6 games. So what that says then, because we don't like to make up stories, all right? Today is Amal night and Roy Simpson Earth Strong. Big them up, man. Yeah, man. Big up, big up. But I'm just trying to say, maybe a story now add up, guys. Liam Bailey not doing that for Jamaica, right? So on the top of the foolishness, a lot of other players can replace Liam Bailey in the team, and that will stop say. We'll stop make up that story. You see, I always say when I try sell the story for people believe in it, but when you check this something, it now work out that way there. Me hear people say Daniel Johnson, the goal him score never 100%. But yet still, the goal of Whisper score is 100%. Wow. You see where I have shared Jason and Jamaican Gona? It's like them just make up a story. Them just make up a story for kill, for continue the vibes there. Liam Bailey is not the most the player that he could be in the top 5 and he could not be in. You don't have to put him in the top 5. That's all I'm saying. Because Daniel Johnson getting limited minutes and still producing similar things to what he's producing, if not more. Damar Gray, nobody can compare with him. Michail Antonio had assists. I think Michail Antonio dropped off, so Michail Antonio would have dropped off out of it. Bobby Reid had assists and goals. As well, that was disallowed, so maybe he would have dropped off as well. But Bobby Reid still had goals just the same. He still added goals the last time and added goals in the last competition as well. So we can work without the man. Stop the foolishness, man, and stop going like say the man is just the only one. Alright, when me hear a Cranky a sec, Cranky love beat me. JD, I dropped the Concacaf link of the highlight of the game. The misses are hard to watch. Alright, so you know what? Me I gotta leave you alone, you people. Me I gotta leave you alone, but it's so wicked. Just a proof to you, so not lie, you know. When just make up a story and say them man are the 3 big man them. But Daniel Johnson do better than half of the man them. When you just say the big man them. So when you stop lie, people. You get me? Daniel Johnson might be the one that should be in the team every week, you know? And put him in his actual role and stop try force the next 4 man them in a role, and then one of them can't play the role. And that is the truth. That is exactly the truth, you know. Put the youth in the role, make the man play him role, and see what happens. And then put Bailey on one of the wing them, drop Bobby Reid, and I drop Damar Gray, I drop Bowser, drop Michail Antonio, and just put the youth in him role. Because when they give him limited time, and him still do better than all of the other man them, aside from Damar Gray. Dirty Harry says, me a joker. So me say, if you want put Liam Bailey in the team, but put Daniel Johnson in the team because he might do him job. You give him a job and him come out and do him job. Well, Eddie Guna, Daniel Johnson created his assist and he has his goal. So Bailey never scoring none of him goal him. So at least give the next youth him credit. You can't say, oh, wonder if Bailey did score for him goals then. Well, the next man create him assist and score him goals. So give him game then. If I saw evaluate things. Alright, let me done, you know. Let me give Jason a final point and so Mr. Jamaican Guna, and then I'm out of the building with Africans. So
Yeah, so basically the final point, get some good news in the evening here because from some further inspection and a little hint from float management, I kind of see say the posting of the plane definitely mean Demaria meet up with the team because there's an OVO owl in the picture, and anybody know OVO is Toronto, and Toronto the game of play. So
why
drop
would
a hint in there.
why would Jake use him OVO plane for send for Damar Gray for come knock on in Canada?
No, I'm not saying he's in the OVO plane. There's a caption in the photograph with the OVO symbol and a plane symbol. And I didn't catch it at first, but when I thought about it some more, I said, okay, that's the hint right there. Okay, I talk about Toronto. So at Toronto, the game I play, and yeah, I feel better about the chances of the team because obviously them are going to be needed. We're going to be down Antonio more than likely, and be a kind of nursing injury as well. So Damari Gray is going to be needed. We're trying to put that.
Oh God. I need
For the evening because with their week.
no, my look at it fade out. And if Damari Gray come and him not 100, because obviously if you're injured, you can't be 100. What the fans are gonna say now, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, look, at the end of the day, Damari Gray being there as opposed to him not being there, it's definitely a win. So, hopefully if he's coming, I don't think he would come if he couldn't play. So, let's see what he can give us. I mean, he can show us something similar to what he's been showing us when he plays for us. So, look, we're going to need some goals, and he will help in the cause. So that is one good thing to think about. And hopefully the coach really analyze the play.
But Jason, you confuse yourself, you know. I can't believe me I said that to you, you know. You just say, but barely injured. So, even I say barely injured. So injured man can play. So the man can just force for play, just like when the people just use the excuse of barely injured, and him a play. So the man can injure to just to see and force to play because maybe we actually deem that the next man is not good enough.
All right, well, put it this way. I have seen Damari Gray before come with no game time, no anything, just do some session with one coach, and then play the game and.
All right. It look like Jason get taken away by the. Okay, him just come back.
Hello. Yeah. Even though we saw Bailey struggling with his injury, I have seen Gray play with no type of match fitness and play well.
All right.
At this point, Gray is actually playing in a league and playing every week. So he's in better shape than he was the first time he came. And as I said, he wouldn't be coming if the injury was so severe. So, let's see.
All right. So Singh, we have to take off that one for Singh. Singh says this team need a couple Mona and Phoenix players to get to the next level. All right. So Singh a sell propaganda on our channel. So we're not gonna read them or Sing thing. They are forcing to play, yet fans accost them. Oh God. Fan of mine that I don't know, I don't know that if that's a true thing. I think that's a cap out to get less beaten. All right. That's what I think. All right. Yeah. So go ahead, Jamaica Concacaf. We're done. We're done. Too much war in the chat, man. I can't believe the man come out on Sunday and a war so much.
Yeah, man. But as my closing statement for the day, is that that's good news if that is what it is actually. And the player is actually on his way to Canada. That is great news. I don't know if we have the opportunity to have injuries, we can call in other players that we have to work with the squad that was submitted earlier on, or we get emergency to call in players on emergency. I don't know if that be the case, but hopefully the player is active and ready to go. I think that greatly increase our chances against Canada by probably about 50% because of the impact of our best attacker in the last maybe 5-6 games. So I think the player, even if he comes off the bench, I think he will add something to our attack, which is not there presently without him. I think the coach needs to look around and assess what he's doing. Going to Canada in blistering cold is not going to be easy, and I hope he makes the right choice and we can come away with something from the game. I think we have to go out for the win, so just some stability and see if we can squeeze something past them. But I don't think it's going to be an easy match. I think Canada will basically destroy Jamaica in their own place. So I think they're going to come like 4 we are 5 with. So we have to come out ready and prepared and mentally strong to deal with their attackers. They're going to be coming to 6 Jamaica. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be easy. So I just want our fan base to know that and not get delusional and think that they're gonna roll over and Jamaica is just gonna beat them up. So we have a lot of issues in our team, in the midfield especially. And I think the coach needs to be radical in his changes to see if we can get something from this match.
All right, respect, bossy. Africans, I know you just turn up all of a sudden because Canada winning because we were looking for you for the longest time.
Wow.
When Mali
no,
slap
it's
you
okay.
down.
It's okay. No, I accept that.
Yes, when Mali beat
Listen,
the brakes.
when Mali slapped me down, I recorded and I had nothing to say. It was painful, JD, but I had to put on my African hat then and say I'm happy for the continent. But no, man, it's tough. It was a tough thing. What JD? I thought we were talking about. You know, it's fair. I brought it up last time, so you can bring it up this time. I think the game plays Tuesday, right?
Yeah. Tuesday, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so just so everyone knows, it's supposed to be raining on Tuesday.
Raining in Canada?
Forecast says yes. Yes. So it's a cold, rainy day. So I wish you all the best there with that. But yeah, so game one, I'm itching to see who's actually available.
For the
British. Cold and rainy. But yeah, I'm going to see who's available. I want to hear what the coach says to see who's available. And then we'll know for sure how we're going to feel about this game, whether injured players play or not. But yeah, no team is truly out ahead. No team is truly out of it. But we'll see who's available. And then on Tuesday, it's about, I think Canada's in a little bit better spot because they don't have to press for any goals. So they can sit back a bit, maybe cause some disruption, and then maybe it's countering goals all day for them because that'll be their best way to secure it and go through. And that's all I'll say about this roster because I have many thoughts on it.
All right.
Africans, before you go,
Yes.
you know what? Something. You still have an African accent, father?
Yes, I do.
Oh, me never hear say, my brother, what is going on? Where with that accent there?
It's not everyone in Africa sound like Jamaica.
No, man, everybody in Africa talks, brother.
No, that is not true.
Four countries go in Africa, the whole of them talk the same. Them always talk like that.
Jamaican go now a billion country in Africa. Tap your foolishness. But 4 countries go.
I'm sorry about them talk, father. If you don't talk fair, an African father.
No.
So, me just say ask Africans, because me never hear him give you a little touch of the African accent yet, bro. There's lone Canadian accent here, father. Me just assess still.
Let's leave Africa. Well, we lose the game and we are try get one up on Africans. The man winning game and we still make the man uncomfortable. Leave the man alone. So people, we are gonna leave it right here. We're gonna leave Africans alone. The man team beat we and we out here a tough up a face, Yeah, so hopefully we get the win back our way. Need the win. If you guys listening, we need a win. We need a win, people, alright? Yeah, man. So take care and I will see you the next time because it's 2 o'clock in the morning now and I have to go. Alright, bye bye.